St. Louis, DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Monday to everybody. Looks like we're finally getting some smoke from Canada, I guess. Did you notice it out there today? It's pretty noticeable.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's
But
a big,
I'm pretty oblivious, though.
Big map of it showing it's making it down to us.
Oh.
Did you see that the president thinks that Canada owes us something for this? He said it's doing damage.
Oh.
So he may tariff them.
So if our ones in California go up there, they should do that to us.
Which is exactly what the Canadian guy said.
Yeah, like, okay.
He's like, remember last time that happened to you?
Yeah.
And we sent a bunch of crews and help you put the fire out. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like that neighborly thing when you have to borrow a cup of sugar?
Yeah. Yeah, why be normal with your friendly neighbor to the north?
Keep people guessing.
Why be normal when you can just be weird?
So Rach is out today, which is fine. We can let her have one day.
Yeah. More than that, we might be in trouble.
For some reason, she thinks she gets all next week, which I need to talk to someone about. I don't think that's a thing. I think it's one day a month. So.
I think you may be right. Yeah.
So, yeah, she'll be gone all next week. And
Lord help us.
Yes. Trish is going to come in and help, but Trish is no help. She's worse than us.
She's just one of us. We'll be in here going, one of us.
Yeah, I mean, she only makes things worse.
So do we have any grown-ups next week?
Are there any more grown-ups besides Rach?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Polly? Maybe?
Matt's a grown-up.
Yeah. I could turn him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple shows. He's gone. He's gone. No beard, huh?
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that I did that.
Yeah, Kevin, I mentioned it when I walked in today. He stared at me like I was crazy. I'm like, there was stuff there that last week.
He was like, well, hello, Mr. No Beard. And I was like, who the hell are you talking to? It took forever. It took an extremely long time.
To cut it?
Yeah.
How do you do it? I've never had a beard that big.
So I got a new trimmer, and so I was trying that out.
Yeah.
With like a guard. And the idea was that I would be able to like leave some length to it.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the guard.
Well, I don't know if I was not using it right or what, but I couldn't get it even. It kept looking, weird. And then so I asked my wife, I was like, here, you give it a shot, see what you can do. And she was going every which direction. She was going crazy with it. She said, this is just like when I shave dogs at work. And so I was like, okay, I'm not sure if this is going to end up the way that I was hoping it would. And as you can see, by the end of it, I ended up basically just reducing the guard to nothing and just trying to keep it nice and even.
Pardon me. It's all this thought of your beard being trimmed that's doing this to me. Yeah.
You all right?
I would think it'd have to be done with scissors at first. And I'm mostly thinking of the movie The Fugitive when he did that in the bathroom.
I should have used scissors first.
Yeah.
I've never had a beard that long before, and I should have used scissors first because trying to get the guarded razor trimmer thing through it was just kind of it just wasn't really working very well.
So do you immediately start growing the beard again like Michael Calhoun does his hair?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's I didn't shave this morning, and I probably won't. I usually shave it all off and then let it come back over time. That's how I've done it in the past.
I probably shave with an actual razor once a year.
Wow, you shave.
Yeah, everything else is just the trimmer.
Mm-hmm.
I have never shaved like with an actual razor before. I've been shaved for one thing or another.
Yeah.
Like when at the work shaving the dogs.
Yeah, like a dog getting a shot.
Go to the groomer.
Why have you never shaved?
I don't know. I never. So none of the other men in my family can really do the beard thing.
Yeah.
So they
just rubbing it in.
I would ask. None
of them are real
how
men
do you
like you.
use like a razor? And I'm like, oh, for that I don't know. I know how we do it. And then I also just it just freaked me out because you always see people go like, I cut myself shaving and I bled a whole bunch. And I'm like, I don't want none of that.
I gotta shave.
I don't want none of that. I just
it's not that tough.
Just use the trimmer. It's fine. I've been shaved one time by a actual barber for a wedding that I was going to with the hot towel.
How many times not an actual barber?
Yeah, the other one was a fake barber.
And I hated it. It was very uncomfortable.
Was it like a straight razor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not that Wyatt Earp.
I know. Why would you do that if it's not the 1800s?
Yeah, we have new and
I
improved
know. We
ways
got all
to do
kinds of
that.
great ones now. Yeah.
I can show you. I'll bring
Yeah?
in some razors.
Okay, we could
You
try
can do it side by side.
I mean, it really is pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't like to do it, but
Only
I've
a
done
couple
it. Yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you are on the stream, leave us a comment because I don't really know. We have a newer way of setting up the stream, and I don't really know how
Rach
it
isn't
works
here.
super well. Yeah, and Rach
Yeah.
isn't here, who always sets it up. And the fact that we haven't had Vic's butt in here going hello like he is every single day is making me nervous. It's making me think that maybe I didn't hit a button right or something. Oh, there's somebody.
The dumb question. Sorry.
Why do you think that's dumb?
I mean, come on.
The answer is yes, John. We're all good. Everything's good. Hello, Kelly.
Hello. Okay, good. All right. Looks like it works.
So you both saw the Odyssey this
Yeah.
weekend, right?
Yep.
Together?
Yes.
Nope.
We held hands. I told Amy we held hands, and she thought it was nice, but Kevin didn't think it was nice. Kevin got mad.
No, I didn't.
And did you see it in enhanced version or like standard?
No, I saw it in the worst way possible.
Oh, no.
Which is at the just okay, not great theater in Alton in the very back corner,
Oh,
like
no.
I do on
Yeah.
a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Worst possible experience for seeing it. Still thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Wheels, how about you?
Yeah, we didn't do IMAX or the 4DX, but we did the big, the big screen at the place where we went. Yeah.
Yeah, line me out. Tell me about
That's
it.
great. It's great. So Andrew and I seem to agree that we both think it's awesome. Like elite, like if you take movies in the last 10, 15, 20 years, it's going to be at the top of the list. Like it's going to be one of those. For me, there's a little bit of getting used to so many big stars in roles because you're like, that's Matt Damon. That's it. But you get past it because it's so good. Like once you get settled into the story, you're just like, whatever, that's Odysseus. It's not Matt Damon anymore. But all of the stuff that was supposedly going to be a controversy is just a non-factor.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. There's nothing in there that's like objectionable. Any casting you didn't like, they're in it for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
They're just not in it. So all the noise from the manosphere and all that was nonsense because there's nothing about any of those characters that impacts the main storyline at all. They're just names from the book.
Yeah.
And like Helena Troy's, what do you think? 4 minutes of screen time, maybe?
Yeah, maybe 4 minutes.
Maybe. It's like nothing. There's nothing there that's like weird or off-putting. The whole story's great. It's a lot of action. It does not, to me, it didn't feel like 3 hours. It felt like it was a normal length movie, but it was obviously.
Yeah, things keep happening.
Yeah.
And that kind of, it's pretty fast-paced considering, how long it is.
Did you guys cry?
I teared up at one point.
I heard from several people they cried several times.
There was a lot of it in the theater. Yeah.
I teared up a bit. But it was very exciting. Very fun to watch. I like movies where lots of stuff happens and it's got a bunch of like weird. The Green Knight was sort of like this too.
I
If
like
you
The
ever
Green
seen
Knight.
Green Knight. Just a lot of like weird fantasy happenings all back to back.
What was the
similar
most
vibe.
impressive scene?
Oh boy.
Boy, it's so hard to do.
A lot of the stuff at sea is very interesting.
Yeah.
Not because it's like, the most impressive scenes in the world, but mostly just because
They really
shooting on
convey the
location-
difficulty.
Yeah, and
Yeah, they
shooting
do.
on location in the ocean is always like
Yeah.
a crazy thing to me.
I think the best thing, like overall, well, not the best thing overall, but one of the best things overall is they make it look as difficult as it was. Right? Like the difficulty of this journey is conveyed in those 3 hours. Like you're in there and you're like, why that much suck? You're on the ocean for weeks and you're starving and you get on this island and you can't touch anything because if you touch anything and you show up on another place and like, oh my God, there's giants. It's pretty good. I did like the scene with the last Dragonians. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was maybe the most impressive.
Yeah,
part
that was
to
pretty
me.
cool.
Knowing that, they go to an island with these like 12-foot tall,
Saw them.
Spoiler on a
giant
multi-thousand-year-old
monsters.
story. Sorry,
and
kidding.
and it's just it's really technically impressive because he really did hire like 7-foot tall people and then do like wacky camera tricks to make them appear every bit of
Like 9 or 10 feet, yeah.
every bit of 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is fun.
I
It's a
saw
good
that
time.
the Cyclops is the guy from the "Don't Worry, Be Happy" video.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that means.
The comedian with the rubber face, and he and Robin Williams.
Oh, I see. So he played I get you. So that he did the live action
Yes.
acting out version of it. Okay.
And he is actually 30 feet tall.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
In
wasn't
real
that,
life.
he was in that video.
In camera angles.
IRL,
Camera
yeah.
angles.
No, it's good. And it's got an interesting. I mean, obviously, it's based on. I mean, it's not based. It is the story that's been around for all these centuries, but there's also a point to it.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, like there's a point that actually probably matters now.
Mm-hmm. Trump.
Well, no, just in general, like in
He's in
life.
it.
Like think about
They talk about him.
Yeah, they brought him up. Just the idea that. I don't want to do too much. I want to be careful because I know that I know it's an old story, but I also know that there are people that aren't as familiar with it, so they want to have a little bit more of the discovery of the movie. So I'll keep it as simple as I can. There's a point about how people treat other people that applies today. Winning isn't the only thing that matters, but that's how we act. That's how we treat each other. We just want to win. And in this, it's a major part of the regret of the story. Which, if you know
Didn't know there were lessons. I'll be avoiding that.
Yeah.
The lessons are kind of a bummer because you're just like, hey,
Yeah.
I didn't come here to learn.
Yeah, don't try and tell me who to be.
Don't preach at me.
Some of the one-eyed guy. Take a quick break here and come back and we'll talk a little Cardinals baseball. Kind of a disappointing series. Tell you guys first about BioBalance Health. Dr. Kathy Maupin. Just know that she is always there and waiting at any point when you want to get a blood test. And it's not like every time someone takes a blood test, it's like, oh, what a shock. You need testosterone. We're going to start today. A lot of times it's not. Testosterone is fine, men and women. She can look further for you. She will diagnose, look at the blood test, see how your thyroid is, see if you're pre-diabetic, anything like that. Refer you back to your GP. But if it is testosterone, then she'll line you out. Here's what it is. Here's what it's not. Here's how it works. Here's how it doesn't. I've been doing it for 7-8 years now, and it's all been great. Right next door, same parking lot, is BioBalance Skin. So I get stuff pretty often because they're always like, oh, you need to come in, try this new thing, which I love because I have the, face like a fist. And nothing is permanent. Nothing hurts too bad. A lot of things don't even involve needles. For all things testosterone or fixing your face, go to biobalancehealth.com.
You're in charge of ordering boxes. Small boxes, big boxes, really big boxes. You're in charge of tape, labels, mailers, bubble wrap, extra bubble wrap. Just for fun. You're in charge of warehouse cleaning and safety supplies. Good thing there's Uline. Thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline makes it easy because you already do enough. Uline. We warehouse for you.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
When you want a brand new kitchen, there's nothing to it. There's a brand new way to do it. 3-day kitchen and bath. It's all about time.
Save time and money.
Do it now, don't wait till later. Call the top-notch renovator. It's about time.
3 days or less.
At 3-day kitchen and bath.
I'm Attorney General Catherine Hanaway, and I want to welcome you to Missouri for the Matches. We are on alert for human trafficking. It's often in plain sight. It's people who seem isolated, controlled, or who don't have their ID or money. To share a tip, download the Simply Report app or call 1-833-5-BE-SAFE. We need your help to stop human trafficking.
Sponsored by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
Is your financial advisor working more for your retirement or for his? Find out the real story behind the financial industry with Greg Ayler, Saturdays at 1 on Fire Your Financial Advisor.
After a disaster, emotional recovery takes time. Show Me Hope Missouri offers free, confidential support wherever you are. Call or text 1-800-985-5990 and connect with a local crisis counselor today. From Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Proudly serving St. Louis for over 100 years. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX 121. Rach is out today. She'll be back tomorrow. But then you may not want to listen at all next week. She's gone the whole time. I may show up. I may not. I don't know. You guys can come and go as you please. Let James do the show. I don't care. So let's talk a little sports. Let's talk a couple of things before baseball. First of all, Cam Scatterbo, who a lot of you don't know, may be the dumbest monkey in the jungle.
Dude, that guy is a knucklehead.
There's something wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
I love him.
I mean, for real.
I love him.
Why?
Because
there's something wrong with him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
he's
he's
like
completely out of his mind.
He's like a Spider-Man villain.
And for some reason, the people in his life, I don't know if they can't get through to him or what, but like his whole shtick where he like, you know, every hallway he walks down, he has to like slam his head into a brick wall or whatever. Like, buddy, you are not setting yourself up for a long and fruitful career, Monfrere. And no one seems interested in being in his life seems interested in being like, hey, so we need to have a talk about you acting like a maniac all the time.
I mean, you want to shorten your NFL career, keep on going the way you're going.
Yeah. Didn't he just have surgery on his leg?
Yeah, he blew out his knee.
He's doing backflips.
And almost buckled
landing
it. Yeah.
awkwardly.
Fell on his ass because he's such an idiot.
Yeah.
If I were the Giants, I'd be like, dude, we're going to start fining you.
Yeah.
You need to stop being an idiot. You're a professional athlete. If you don't want to play football, fine, retire, go be a wrestler. Go be something else. Go be a famous person. You want to play football, take care of yourself.
That's the part that I'm most surprised by, that the Giants haven't stepped in with the, like, you know, professional CTE getting and gone like, hey, stop doing this.
I mean,
stop ramming your head into everything.
And his response when people ask him was like, I'm just going to keep being me.
Yeah.
Okay, Fred Flintstone, go ahead and blow your career, you moron.
For real, I imagine he's difficult to communicate with.
I mean,
like Coco the gorilla.
Dude. How hard is it to just, like, when you're a professional athlete, to put your profession before being an idiot?
And then what's the thing with Bryson DeChambeau, the golfer?
Oh, my God.
I mean, this has been percolating for a while now, I guess.
Bryson DeChambeau needs to be shot off into the sun. So, obviously, he's a great golfer.
Reasonable.
Great golfer. Not the most popular guy in the world, but whatever. Who cares? A lot of athletes aren't popular. So, he was in the British Open. It was obviously played this past weekend. And there was a bit of controversy because he was penalized for clearing his backswing in a big, heavy rough. He disputed that he did it. Fine. Rules disputes happen all the time. Mm-hmm. He's in the middle of arguing this with tournament officials, and he tells them he wants them to call Donald Trump to fix it. He wants the president of the United States to intervene in the British Open because his feelings are being hurt because he screwed up. What? The president, I mean, again, he knows the president, like they golf, whatever, that's cool. I don't care. It's not about this president. That's a
little about this president.
But it's also, that is not a presidential level emergency to invoke the name of the leader of the free world for your golf tournament.
For a 2-stroke penalty. Yeah.
Yes.
Which you clearly deserve.
Like, seriously, could you be a bigger country club ninny?
What are you say so?
I can unclench now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, does anything more scream, I'm a privileged rich person, fix my problem?
It's pretty bad.
Like, come on, dude.
You know who else did that? Tiger. Remember when he was...
Yeah, when he rolled his car.
Like, you need to stay over here by me. Oh, I was just talking to the president.
Yeah.
President Trump. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
He said you should let me go, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, to me, this is not a Donald Trump thing. This is a Bryson DeChambeau. Who do you think you are? That your little golf tournament, I don't care if it's the British Open or just you and your buddies, that doesn't rise to the level of trying to bring in the president of the United States. You are an absolutely entitled idiot if you think that is a reasonable thing to suggest.
I thought it was interesting, too, that even before that, before we knew that, when they were interviewing like Rory and Scotty and all those guys, they're all like, I don't like him.
No, he's not popular.
Let me get that out there first.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah. That tells you something. And again, those guys aren't all the most likable people sometimes either.
Yeah.
But that's one of the more stunning signs of your privilege, that you're so into this that you think that this rises to that level where you get to involve the president. First of all, the president doesn't have any say over the British Open.
What's he going to do?
What's he going to? I mean, I guess. Well, he influenced FIFA, so I don't know. Maybe. Like what's wrong with your brain?
Speaking
that
of FIFA,
makes you think that that's even a sentence to say.
Speaking of FIFA, just so we can get this over with, did you see Trump embarrass himself again?
I did not.
Oh,
No.
you didn't?
I didn't pay attention
you have
to
to
anything
watch,
on the post.
You have to watch the trophy ceremony.
Yeah, I don't.
You know how he loves the trophies.
Yeah.
And he loves being a part of it. And a couple of the players iced him out, wouldn't shake his hand. And then they're clearly trying to get him off the stage so they can celebrate the World Friggin' Cup. And even what's-his-face, the FIFA guy who loves Trump, was literally taking him physically and going like, okay, now you can just step over here, just step away. And he's like, no, I'm good with this. This is good.
There's just something so wrong with you if you need to glom onto other people's achievements.
Yeah.
Any of us. I mean, I don't care who you are. If you feel like you need to be a part of something you had nothing to do with, there's something seriously wrong with you.
Well, also the need to be the center of everything.
Yeah, I mean, you already are. You're already the most powerful person
Like
in the
always
world.
says, why is this not enough?
I know.
You're the most famous man in the history of the world.
Maybe,
Yeah, he very, very well may be.
Yeah, he definitely did that. But at some point, in sports, we like to say, have some feel.
Yeah.
Have a little feel for what's happening around you.
Pretend you've been here before.
Yeah, because all those people, they don't care about you. Those people on that stage don't care about you. The fans of that team, they don't care about you. No. And that's not even political.
No.
It's a soccer event. Those are the soccer players that won the World Cup.
Yeah.
You had nothing to do with that.
Step out of the way. Tell you guys about my friend John Moriarty at E3 Wealth. If you're like me and you are nothing fancy, just a W-2 employee kind of person, John would be more than happy to talk to you about what you're doing for retirement. Take it from me. Learn from my mistakes. Start early. Be consistent. Don't just think like, oh, I'm making so much money. By the time I get to this age or that age, I'm going to start saving. It'll all be fine. Like, take care of yourself. Take care of your family. But what John really loves to do is he loves to do the same thing for people who own businesses and who are entrepreneurs. So if that describes you, and I know there's a bunch of you out there because the ratings now in radio and television, we get like how many people are looking for a car, how many people are interested in windows, how many people own businesses, and there are a bunch of you out there who do. He can help you to get to the next level in your business. He can help you to pass it down to your kids, to sell it to a competitor. He's a very soft-spoken guy, intellectual. He's not like like the worm that comes out of an apple. He's an athlete and everything, but he's just soft-spoken dude, which I like. But don't equate that with being weak. Very aggressive when it comes to ethically saving you taxes. Go to e3wealth.com, make an appointment, see what you think.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The everything that you need in the morning, when you first wake up.
Total Information AM.
I like to be informed with the news and like to know, like in the mornings, I like to know what's going on.
Debbie Monterey, Megan Lynch, Tom Ackerman.
It's always smart to know what's going on.
Your morning news and information.
The national and local news.
Weather.
Sports.
I like the traffic reports.
Total Information AM.
I listen to it in the mornings, so it really gets me going.
Total Information AM. Weekdays 5 to 9 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
With the kids home for summer, your house is a digital zoo of streaming and gaming, so switch to i3 Broadband and upgrade your summer. Head over to i3broadband.com/radio today or call 1-866-806-5485 to upgrade today because life runs better on fiber, and i3 Broadband is here for you.
Classic summertime weather stays with us right through Tuesday. Sunny skies this afternoon. It's hot. It's humid. You may notice a little bit of smoke from the Canadian wildfires in the air. Fairly limited. 95 for the high. Tonight, clear skies. Lower 90s for evening plans. Very warm and humid overnight. Only 78 for the low. Tuesday, sunny, hot, and humid. Some late-day thunderstorms, 95. And Wednesday and Thursday, we are right on schedule. Partly sunny skies, north to northwest wind. Cooler temperatures and lower humidity, 86 each day. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
What has your candidate actually delivered? In Clayton, Ladue, Olivet, and Warson Woods, there's just one Democrat running for state representative who can answer. That's Sidney Clark. As mayor, he's delivered more than $100 million in economic growth and some of the strongest home values in the region. Balanced budgets, steady leadership, a neighbor since 1973. And now, Sidney Clark will protect what you've built, stopping costly data centers from hiking your utility bills, and voting no on Amendment 5, which actually increases taxes on everything you buy. No other candidate in this race can say it. Sidney Clark has already done the job, and he's ready from day one. Sidney Clark, results, not rhetoric. Democrat for State Representative District 99.
I'm Sidney Clark, and I approve of this message. Paid for by Sidney Clark for State Representative District 99. Tammy Clark, Treasurer.
When pain starts to slow you down, BJC Healthcare and WashU Medicine orthopedic specialists are here to help. Nationally recognized leaders in orthopedics deliver care that's informed by research and personalized for you. From everyday aches to complex injuries and recovery, we're here to help you get back to doing what you love. Find an orthopedic specialist today. Visit bjc.org/orthopedics or call 314-362-9355.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where 24-pack Crayola crayons are just 50 cents?
Staples has folders, notebooks, and pens at great prices.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
It's the most wonderful time.
Mom, I missed the bus of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples, where school supplies start at just 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
Visit your local Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Listen up. This is going to be important. We are talking to our good friend, Dr. Tiffany Osborne from WashU Medicine. We're going to talk about what's going on with lettuce and Taco Bell and your booty and all that kind of stuff. Doc, I don't want to be flirty with you, but when I think of you and I think of explosive diarrhea, I just can't help but think of Dr. Tiffany Osborne. So. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate having an awkward joke not land because she's not on the phone.
Wait. Okay, she's here now.
That was great.
Hello, Doc.
Uh-oh.
Keep trying.
Oh, come on.
There we go. I hear something.
Okay, there we go. Now I hear a hiss.
Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm.
I was just going to quit if that one didn't work. Just walk out.
You were going to quit.
This is my retirement.
That's great.
I didn't think that I was being ignored there, for sure.
So, Doc, let's start out from the very beginning. Here's what I know. I know that we're picking this stuff up off of leafy green vegetables and so forth. My first question is, let's say that Wheeler catches it from his salad. Can I catch it from Wheeler, or is it only through contact with food?
Yes, only through contact with contaminated food or water. You can't get it from another person.
Okay. And, okay, this is going to be a little bit gross, but it's a gross topic. Is this coming from human excrement on the produce? Is that how it happens?
That's one way that it can happen. Basically, you get the parasite inside of a person, and then the person's stool has then contaminated either a water source that's used to irrigate the food or the food itself. So that's typically like how it, and then what happens is basically these things that come out of you, that basically you can consider it like the egg of a parasite, right? So it's got a hard type of shell around it that is very protective of the parasite, and then it's in sort of this irrigation or water that's used to spray the vegetables, and it then matures in temperate climate. So it actually has to be pretty hot in general for it to mature to the point where it can become infectious when you eat it. It takes like 14 days for it to actually go from being like this egg to being this infectious thing that you ingest. And then it takes around 2 to 14 days for you to develop symptoms after you have become exposed to it. And the thing is that it doesn't take very much for it to infect you and actually become infectious. So if you ingest even a little bit, then it can cause an infection in you. And one of the issues with that is that typically you would say, your post-harvest decontamination, like a lot of times they might spray chlorine or something to try to make sure things are dead, killed off, any type of infectious organism, but that doesn't work on these particular organisms because that shell around that egg that we're calling is so protective. So washing it doesn't help because it sticks to these leafy vegetables. It helps a little bit, but it doesn't get it completely off. Taking off the outside, if you have like a cabbage or something, or you have an iceberg lettuce and you're like, oh, I'm just going to take off the outside leaves, that doesn't help because it gets inside of it. Washing it off doesn't help because it doesn't take it all off. And if you only need to ingest a small amount for it to infect you.
So basically, if the farm where you get your produce from was infected by this, your chances are really good of you being infected by this.
That is correct.
And wow, I mean, I just have to sit with that for a second because everyone's out there thinking, no, I heard if you do this and if you dunk them and if you that and if you take the first few layers off. So, Doc, this is going to sound like a bad stand-up joke, but it's the truth. I don't eat a lot of vegetables at all, especially leafy green vegetables. Is that okay for me to keep doing that for a couple months and just kind of lay low?
So, yes, with a caveat. So what I'll tell you is, like, I predominantly eat vegetables. Like, that's my predominant food source. And in general, the way this works is they track it to a specific food source. So this, the iceberg lettuce that they were talking about, that's what you would really want to avoid. Now, I've got to say, so the CDC has about 1,650 confirmed cases, right? Around 140 hospitalizations, around 5,000 illnesses that are, quote, under investigation. Now, originally, when the FDA came out and said, we know where this is coming from, really what they were saying was the surveillance test was positive for the iceberg lettuce that was coming specifically from Taylor Farms, right, in Mexico. But what it was surveillance. And the thing with surveillance is you're looking at sensitivity over specificity. So basically you're saying in my surveillance test, it's going to be super sensitive because I would rather have a false positive than miss any tests. And then we're going to do confirmatory tests afterwards. Well, when they did the confirmatory test, it was negative. So basically they said that this was a false positive that came from Taylor Farms. So they can't say they have a definitive source. Now, having said that, of that 1,650 confirmed cases from everything I've read, and I've been going through like the FDA publications and the CDC publications, and I've been going through a lot of different sources. Based on what I think I'm seeing, is that of those 1,600 cases, probably 95% of them, the people said they ingested iceberg lettuce from a Taco Bell, and the iceberg lettuce came specifically from the Taylor Farms in Mexico. So that's where they're getting it. That's where it's getting it from. So I think that's a pretty safe assumption at this point in time to make.
Okay,
so your question is, should I stop eating vegetables? And the answer is stop eating iceberg lettuce and anything that probably comes from that same area of Taylor Farms.
Okay. So just so we're clear, today it was being reported as sort of like it wasn't Taylor Farms or Taco Bell at all, but all we know is that they had a false positive from the monitoring, but all the other evidence is looking like that still could be the culprit.
Based on the information that I've seen, I would say that that's an accurate assessment.
Okay. Boys, I know you're big lettuce eaters.
Well, that's the thing. I felt quite intelligent over the past couple of.
You've been preparing for this your whole life.
Yeah, like the superiority that I've felt. See, I've always known that stuff was poison.
Sure.
So
it's good to be right.
The superiority that I have felt over the past couple of weeks, like I'm not worried about it at all.
No, you're fine.
I'm just making sure all my friends are safe. You know what I mean?
This could be like I Am Legend, and you're the only one left.
The only one that never ate a vegetable.
Are you talking about your vermin friends, Andrew?
Yeah,
or
there you go.
how are you feeding your?
Yeah, the mice. Yeah,
exactly. I need to make sure that.
She had to bring that up.
That actually is. So some people feed their dogs and cats like lettuce and stuff. Can animals get this?
Good question.
I have only heard that it is within humans.
Because if your dog gets it, it might even be worse than if you get it.
And Doc, what I'm hearing, not only can it incubate, I'm probably not the right term, but be inside you for 2 to 14 days before you start showing symptoms. But this is also not like, we've all had explosive diarrhea for a day or two, but this can go on days or weeks, right?
That is correct, yeah. And the other thing is that these 1,600 cases I was telling you about, it's probably conservative. It's probably inaccurate and on the low side because you have to test for it with you have to specifically request a specific test that looks at that individually. So it's not like I can send off my regular stool panel and that will come out of it. I have to specifically request that cyclospora is tested for.
And what do they throw at it? Bactrim, Levaquin? What's the answer?
Yeah, predominantly Bactrim. Bactrim or Cipro, one of those two.
Dave's basically
Bactrim
a doctor.
is the best.
Yeah, I watched the first season of The Pit. So,
you know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
Yeah. And, the thing with it, too, is that what adds on to it is that a lot of this used to be, I think I actually heard you talking about this last week sometime, the agencies that used to look for this and look after this have been significantly hampered by all of the reduction in employees, right?
So what did we used to do, Doc? What did the federal government used to do that it stopped doing that, I'm not going to say caused this, but didn't help it any?
Well, I won't say stopped. I'll just say that it's been, some things have been decommissioned, but really what it is lack of resources within within the institutions that they currently have set up. So remember that under Musk and Health Secretary Kennedy, the number of food safety inspectors decreased about 600 people in 2025. So, and 1 in 6 FDA employees were laid off, and some of them were specifically related to food safety. So I guess, and with the CDC, remember 3,000 workers were laid off through the CDC. That's 1 in every 4 CDC employees left. And then the 2026 budget for the CDC coming up, there's a 50% reduction in CDC funding. So what I'm saying is when people are thinking, you don't need federal or governmental infrastructure, well, it's the federal government that is doing all of these things that's looking out from a public health standpoint.
Yeah.
You can't treat it like a business because it's not economically feasible for a business to look into this. It's more feasible for a government that's looking out for its people to look into this.
Just to be clear, though, because I think these messages are getting confused by the way it's being reported and the way the FDA handled it. Taylor Farms is not in the clear, right?
No.
Okay, so people that maybe were like, I'm going to avoid that, probably should still do that.
Correct.
Okay.
Doc, if there's someone out there listening who's like, I can't do without my iceberg lettuce, go to a local farm, just get it from Schnucks or Deerbergs and, roll the roulette table. What do you think?
Yeah, it's super difficult. Now, if you've got a local farm in the area, like in Missouri, someplace that you really understand and know, then that's one thing. But, one of the things that you'll see food safety people talking about right now is that this particular situation highlights the need for systems around rapid recalls, but also supply chain transparency. Right now, you can't figure out who Taylor Farms distributes to. They don't have to report it. So it makes understanding how you need to protect the public more difficult.
Okay, that's Dr. Tiffany Osborne from WashU Medicine. Thank you, Doc. You're always great. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Well, it's always fantastic talking with you guys.
Thank you. Boy, that doesn't sound good, does it?
It's scary stuff. This is one of those things, I tend to, you guys have heard me kind of overreact to various medical scares or whatever. I was very worried about like hantavirus or whatever.
You were.
That sort of thing. And of course, naturally, this is the time that I was like, I'm not really worried about this.
I'm with you. It's like if they found out that like hair products were causing something, I'd be like, I'll see you guys later.
But I also like the more time has passed, the more it's like, maybe this is the one that we should be a little worried about.
So why do so many people seem to think it's a great idea to reduce the regulation of our food production?
I don't have a single answer for that.
What saved amount of money is worth all kinds of people? Now, this is just one. This is not the worst. There could be way worse things. But food safety should remain a high priority, period, the end.
Couldn't agree more.
It shouldn't be like, we can save $2 million or, well, these companies don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't care if they like it. If they don't like it, get out of the business. Sell. Go do something else.
There you go.
I mean, like,
Taylor
sell the farm to someone else if you can't stand to have to, provide a product that isn't going to poison people.
There you go. Tell you guys about Universal Windows Direct, not Taylor Farms. Universal Windows Direct. You have no explosive diarrhea. They're good people. They make a great window. They realize that it's not the sexiest thing you're going to buy all year, so they don't try to sell it to you as if they're selling you a Ferrari. They're very meat and potatoes, nuts and bolts. Here's the window. Here's how it works. Here's how you clean it. Here's why it is so great. Here's why you get a lifetime guarantee. Here's why you're never going to have to change your windows again, and if you do, we're going to pay for it. They give you a 20-year warranty that you can pass on to someone who wants to buy your house down the road, which I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but being a former negotiator, I think, that's great. How about this? Kick that in at the last moment. They're always going to give you guys at DGS a great deal. It changes. This is the best one they've had so far. You buy 4 windows, you get 4 for free, and you get 4 years to pay it off. 0% interest, same as cash. 314-334-2522, universalwindowsdirect.com.
The soundtrack of classic rock is coming to Hollywood Casino Amphitheater August 6th. Leonard Skinner and Foreigner joining forces for one epic night of legendary hits and unforgettable memories. It's the Double Trouble Double Vision Tour. From sweet home Alabama to cold as ice. Don't miss your chance to experience these two Rock and Roll Hall of Fame acts in one incredible show. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You just testified under oath you're getting more fiber in your diet, and it was easy? Where is this additional fiber coming from?
Mira Fiber Gummies.
Objection!
It's true. Mira Fiber has 8 grams of fiber to help me get the fiber I need in a day, plus 4 B vitamins for metabolism support. All in one serving.
Overruled.
My gut rests its case.
Oh, that's my line.
Find Mirafiber today at your local retailer from the makers of Miralax. Mirafiber supports metabolism of carbs, fats, and proteins. Serving size is 4 gummies.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
Your bathroom should feel less routine and more daily escape. At Michael's Baths, they can transform ordinary bathrooms into a beautiful, comfortable space for homeowners across St. Louis and surrounding areas. And now they're introducing new premium walls. If you love the look of stone without the upkeep, you're going to love this. Sleek, durable, designed to elevate your space. For a limited time, enjoy a free rain shower head or upgrade with safety features like grab bars or a built-in seat. Call Michael's Baths today and schedule a free consultation. 636-775-0800.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
For all station contest rules, go to KMOX.com/rules.
Welcome back, DGS. You had to go and brief Maria Kina. She's a rabbit. She eats nothing but salads, and I'm like, you're done. You're just done. Just, go sit on the toilet, buy some Charmin. I'll drop by care packages for you. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
You're supposed to know these things, Andrew.
Let's see.
You were going to say
that you were worried about your nightly Taco Bell runs,
so to speak.
Well, you probably don't use that word with Taco Bell.
I've eaten more salads lately than I have in years.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Are you
like the last few days? I've just been like, it sounds good. Salad.
Are you wanting?
Dave's like, do I want the parasite?
I wouldn't mind a couple days. Let's just. We all know who I am.
That's why I'm asking. I'm
we all
going to say
know who I am. But
I'm
I think it would get pretty old after that.
Yeah, it seems pretty intense.
And a poor kid, some kid gets this. That's awful. Wheels Vic is being demanding and asking about Cardinals baseball, so we must appease him. Can you take a couple minutes and just kind of wrap up this weekend?
Yeah. Pretty close to garbage. It was awful.
Pretty close.
That was a bad weekend, man.
Certainly was.
Mostly bad because of yesterday. So to put it into perspective, they blew a 7-0 lead. The last time that happened was 16 years ago. 2,500 games between then and now. That's how rare it is to blow a 7-run lead in a game.
Yeah.
Or a 7-0 lead, I guess. I don't know. But the last one I think was at Coors Field, and it was when Tony La Russa was managing the team, and it's like you can't lose games when you're up 7-0 if you're trying to make a push. It's not the end of the world. It's one game.
Amen,
but
brother.
like losing a series that way, Dustin May really struggling again by his own admission, just not good enough. The bullpen blew it yesterday, and of course Palante had a role in blowing it in that game too. That's not the kind of stuff you want to see in your week and a half, 2 weeks out from the trade deadline.
What is Dustin doing or not doing? Can you see it?
Yeah, he can't throw his fastball for strikes. So, like, when he's coming into the zone, he's got to come into the zone, like, in the middle of it, and he's walking people. I mean, I give him I give athletes credit when they own things and when they explain, like, okay, look, I just have to be better. I'm not throwing enough strikes. I'm walking too many people. I should have covered home plate. I give all of them credit for doing it because some guys don't. Like we lived through years of Miles Michaelis making excuses.
Yeah.
Well, the ball just some balls just got through. Bad
Some
luck.
soft contact.
Yeah, soft contact. No, dude, you're getting rocked. At least I give May credit for owning it, but Dustin May has been pretty awful since his complete game shutout.
We didn't help him much, though.
That was June 15th, though.
Potheads didn't help him out.
No, but again, I am on the side of the catcher needs to block anything that bounces within a certain amount of feet within, like a certain range, right? Pies was not good. He did not help him. But that doesn't mean that had anything to do with May walking the house and then throwing cookies because he had to.
Right.
You know, Dustin May's not exactly helping his trade standing here either. So, like, either way this goes, trying to stay in it or trying to trade, not a good thing when he's had a month like this. And you know, the bullpen, as Bernie pointed out last week, is its own separate issue.
Andrew, you can't win when you're throwing cookies. I hear you say that all the time. Tell you guys about my friend at First Missouri Credit Union, friend Zuh. My friend Duh would be Steve. He's the CEO over there. Very cool guy. It is like a bank. You know, like they have rules and such, and they hold your money and they pay you interest and they lend you money, you know, and they collect interest. But that's kind of where the similarities stop. My bank's very banky. And I don't go there very much. In fact, I can't remember the last time I actually went in there. But, you know, I have money in there, and I'm going to keep it there. It's fine. Like I've been saying, that banks are for business and credit unions are for people. But you can bet I definitely put some in the checking account to get 4.27% at First Missouri, up to $100,000. So that can really, add some income for you. The very best vehicle loan rates will do signature loans. Put in $25 and you are a member. You are an owner. A lot of people my age and older have been putting money in a joint account with their grandkids and matching what they put in. Great financial lessons. 314-544-5050, the number one STMOCU.org.
Save big money on your next painting project now at Menards. Rust-Oleum Stops Rust 5-in-1 spray paint lets you choose from 5 unique spray patterns with a twist of the dial, so you can get a professional, corrosion-resistant finish on every project. Save big money on Rust-Oleum spray paint now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct, to the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
let's take a break.
Good idea.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing on that Amendment 4?
You know we fought for our freedom and rights. I'm not giving them away without a fight.
4 takes them?
That's exactly what 4 does. For over 100 years, Missouri voters have used our constitutional power to act when the politicians refused. I'll be darned if I'm voting to pass on less freedom and power to my kids.
It doesn't 4 kill majority rule?
Yep, creates minority rule, where just 5% of statewide voters in one district can block any citizen-led reform, making it nearly impossible to pass citizen-led ballot measures.
That's just dumb.
And when the politicians refuse to act, we've used citizen-led ballot measures to pass some big stuff, like lobbyist reforms, term limits for career politicians, and outlawing tax hikes without voter approval.
I'm not surrendering my power and rights to a bunch of politicians and lobbyists. I'm no on Amendment 4.
Hard no on 4.
Pay 4 buttons are inch prepare governance.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 2 o'clock, it's a cloudy sky downtown at the Arch. Right now, 91 degrees. A bill regulating data centers in the city has stalled. Let's take you to City Hall right now, and KMOX's Sean Malone. Sean?
Yeah, Michael, an amendment to the bill regulating data centers was passed by the Board of Aldermen overwhelmingly with 11 aye votes. And this amendment created a waiver process that would give an exemption to data centers if they were unable to meet clean energy requirements at no fault of their own. Now, this change is so significant that the bill's sponsor, Alderwoman Ann Schweitzer, says the bill now has to go back to the Planning Commission and has since been shelved on the informal calendar. Now, Schweitzer, although she was against this legislation, said she would still vote for it. Here's her kind of explaining the bill going back to the Planning Commission and why that has to happen.
A process for fines and fees based on the amount of the bundled or unbundled rec that they're not able to meet. So it would have been much more protective to go just that route.
Excuse me, correction. That was her explanation of what her original bill had, not the amendment that was made. Her original bill just had that fine process if you could not, even at no fault of your own, meet the clean energy requirements. So Alderwoman Schweitzer, however, did say that this process moving forward through the Planning Commission is an indefinite timeline, so we're not sure how long this data center regulation bill will be delayed. Live at City Hall, Sean Malone, KMOX News.
Meteorologist Dave Murray says the heat is almost a memory.
Michael, everything is on track with our weather as we go through the week ahead. Now, we're still summertime this evening and summertime on Tuesday, but there's a cool front on the way. The winds are going to swing to the north, and we have some delightful weather on the way starting on Wednesday.
The United States has conducted a new round of airstrikes targeting Iran after announcing the death of another American service member. Jordan says Iran launched another missile attack after an earlier one killed at least 2 U.S. forces there. A federal judge in California has temporarily halted the $81 billion merger between Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount.
12 states sued over the proposed merger last week, arguing that combining 2 of Hollywood's legacy studios would extinguish competition. A federal judge on Monday agreed with those concerns, writing that the massive market share of the combined companies would, quote, likely violate antitrust laws. The companies were ordered to halt the merger for at least 2 weeks as the lawsuit moves forward. Peter Haralambous, ABC News.
The Dow from Stifel down 300 points to 51,846.
Classic summertime weather stays with us right through Tuesday. Sunny skies this afternoon. It's hot. It's humid. You may notice a little bit of smoke from the Canadian wildfires in the air. Fairly limited. 95 for the high. Tonight, clear skies. Lower 90s for evening plans. Very warm and humid overnight, only 78 for the low. Tuesday, sunny, hot, and humid. Some late-day thunderstorms, 95. And Wednesday and Thursday, we are right on schedule. Partly sunny skies, north to northwest wind, cooler temperatures, and lower humidity, 86 each day. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
91 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Weather sponsored by Renner Garage Door, forward and back, RENNER.
Giddy up! Cardinal Cowboy here. Summer heat can put your garage door to the test. Stay ahead of the game with a Renner Garage Door summer tune-up. Plus, score a free repair or replacement quote and $100 off a new garage door. Forward and back.
RENNER.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Monday to you. Rach is out today, has a doctor's appointment. She'll be back tomorrow, and then she's leaving again. I don't know where she gets this sort of power, but she's leaving again for a week, next week, something called a vacation. And I'm going to see if I can do away with those. Because when Rachel's gone, everything falls apart, and I fall apart, and it all comes down to Kevin, and he never rises to the occasion.
Never.
That's the way it goes. Our friend Felina is back, and she brought us Tina Bryan, Lion's Choice Director of Marketing. That sounds like a really good job.
I have an awesome job.
I'm not going to lie to you. That sounds pretty good.
Job.
Yeah.
Yes. Be jealous.
Yes, I
Be
am very jealous.
Yes.
What does a director of marketing do?
You know, it's everything you would think I would do. I come visit you, right? I think of all of these ideas for our brand. I talk to our customers. You know, I'm in the stores a lot, throwing parties, that sort of thing. So all fun.
And guys, Tina reminded me that we have a history together. And it's based on Krispy Kreme.
Yes.
Yeah?
A long time ago. We worked together when we brought Krispy Kreme to the St. Louis.
So my son is 31, my daughter's 21, and they laugh at me a lot. And they were talking about like maybe 3, because I'm not a yelly dad, I'm pretty nice. And they're like, what's the maddest you've ever seen your dad? And my son Nick goes, oh, I know what it was. And so we're talking about when I did diet. It's nice to be a larger man. And every Sunday, I would blow it out because Monday was diet day, right? We've all been there.
Right. So Sunday was like your cheat day?
Yes. So Nick was about 5. We went to Krispy Kreme, hot and now, and got a dozen donuts, drove them back. It was kind of raining, and our driveway was kind of steep. And poor little Nick, kindergarten age, slipped, and all the donuts went rolling down this wet driveway.
I wouldn't want to be Nick.
And I just channeled my dad. It was just GD this and MF that. And
I need that sugar.
yes, that's the meanest I ever was over Krispy Kreme. So
that's funny.
bit of
Well,
a
I brought
problem.
you sugar today. I brought you our orange cream shake. So if you're in the mood for something sweet like a donut, then I've got you guys hooked up today.
So remind us, take us back. Lion's Choice. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so next year we're going to celebrate 60 years in St. Louis, if you can believe that.
Wow.
And so we have 24 locations, and we're known for that great roast beef sandwich, which we've not changed since the day we started 60 years ago. So we cook it the same, we slice it the same, we season it the same, put the bun in the toaster the same, and then of course our French fries are well known as, too, and that sauce bar. We have all the sauces. Horseradish, of course, is what a lot of people put on their roast beef, but we have Chipotle Ranch, we have honey mustard, which is my favorite for my turkey sandwich, because what a lot of people don't realize is that while we're known for roast beef, we have a lot of great sandwiches outside of roast beef. Like if you've ever tried our turkey, or our chicken sandwich. We were talking about baked potatoes. You don't find many places with a drive-through that offer baked potatoes or even veggie sticks, those types of healthy offerings. But we're always trying to look for new things. So I'll give you all a little hint that we're coming out with a new sandwich in September. It's going to be our take on the Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. You're in trouble. It's very good. Felina's tried it, so it's won her approval, too. So
Very nice.
Yeah. So we keep with the heritage, with what we're known for, but always try to mix in new, interesting things for folks to come in and try.
You know what I love about that is you and I are the generation. I'm older than you, but I remember the ding-dongs in the individual aluminum foil.
Yes.
And now they suck. Right? Like everything just kind of, like we all decided in 1998, we're like, let's make everything terrible.
Yes. Let's change the recipe.
And
or
I
something
love
like
that you guys keep doing it the same way.
We do. And so our training program, people understand how precious that is. We've had opportunities to change, for instance, the cut of meat or the potatoes that we use. We don't. There's no cost savings worth that quality that you know of Lion's Choice.
And no iceberg lettuce on those things.
Yes, yes, we do have salads, but you do not have any iceberg lettuce today.
Andrew, where's the choice of Lions in your pantheon?
Very high. Very high. I love Lion's Choice. I eat there every chance I get.
As he's eating it.
I kind of screwed him on that one.
Well, proves the point, though.
I love the fries. Can't stay away from the fries.
This is in your arsenal?
Yeah, top of the list. And not being from St. Louis, when I first moved here, I didn't know anything about it.
Right.
Had no idea. And I tried it, and I'm like, why does this not exist everywhere?
Yes, that's
why
what we
is it
get.
not everywhere that I've ever lived before? It's the best. I mean, it is. I'm trying not. I'm not trying to suck up, and I'm not trying to do this like it's a lifestyle. I've never had like a roast beef sandwich just like that better.
Right.
Like just straight up, regular old restaurant. Never, not once.
Here's what's going on. He thinks you guys are going to do live endorsements with me, and he's trying to steal it.
Oh, no. First of all,
that's what he's doing.
First of all, as if it were possible.
Oh, goodness.
Take a look at the list every day. I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, goodness. Well, I tell you, we get some really cute social media stories of people doing exactly what you did that are in from out of town or just moved here or somebody told me I need to try this.
That's what it was. Everybody was like, you got to go there.
Yeah.
Got to go there. Don't go somewhere else.
Yes.
But you're not St. Louis only.
We are St. Louis only.
See?
Yes, 24 locations here in St. Louis. Yes.
I think you guys are missing out on something.
I know.
Let's expand.
I know.
I'll take you to South Roxanne, Illinois.
Okay. That's certainly an expansion, isn't it?
They spell beef with an A over there, so it's a little.
Yeah, boy, talk about far away.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You will sell upwards of 10 sandwiches a day.
That's just Andrew. He lives over there.
Yeah.
So same family?
The owner, Marv Gibbs, is no longer in the day-to-day, but I talked to Marv quite a bit. He's in his 90s now, a great guy.
Let's get Marv's butt in here.
Yeah, so he's
I'd like to meet Marv.
Yeah, he's a wonderful guy to talk to. So ownership has changed over the years, but the original ownership is still very much part of our team and our, just kind of resource set.
How many locations here?
24. And so we go all the way out to Sullivan. So a lot of folks on their way to the lake or something will stop at Sullivan. We're in Washington as well. We go up to Troy, and then over on the Illinois side, Edwardsville and O'Fallon. And then within St. Louis proper, Fenton, Arnold, South County, St. Pete, Wentzville, the city on Chippewa, we're everywhere. Hanley, that's where your sandwiches came from today, was our Hanley Road store. So
what is the cut of meat that it is?
It's a top round.
Okay.
It's a top round that we roast for hours every day. And then we slice it super thin. We season it with that Lion's Choice seasoning. And then we also put this really good butter on the bun. So that kind of, all of that together, the sesame seeds on the bun, all of that together just make that delicious.
That's cheating right there.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Sorry, just keep doing it.
That is cheating.
Yeah, exactly. But we have premium sandwiches, or what we call premium sandwiches, which kind of like this Philly cheesesteak I was telling you about. We've introduced, I guess, about 4 new sandwiches over the past couple of years, like the Remix, which is a take on our original roast beef, but it was an employee hack. We noticed our employees were putting the roast beef on our Texas toast.
Oh.
And so,
we
just kind of we call it Remix for that reason. We have an El Cubano that one of our huge Lion's Choice fan won a contest, and that was his sandwich that he made was
Pretty
the
good.
El Cubano. Yeah. So again, we've always got that original, but if you want to try something new, we've got it too.
And you guys aren't at the stadium, right?
Not anymore. We were at Enterprise Center, but no longer are we there. But there's always a possibility.
Yeah,
You
that'd
never
be
know.
nice.
Yeah, because the Blues do a really good job. I think of those St. Louis-based brands in their food offerings, and so it would make sense if we were there.
We should do like a
And then
DGS
as far
special.
as the Cardinals, I don't think we've ever had a presence at the Cardinals unless it was a long time ago, way before me.
Kevin knows Cardinals.
Yeah.
He can work this out for
Call
you.
some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call people.
Who should we text?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Build with the second.
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to see you again.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys asking me to come in, and you guys are always so great to us and good fans of the brand.
Yeah.
And I brought you some coupons so you can come see us again. And,
Love it.
Yeah, and hopefully everybody out there in Radio Land will come see us as well.
Yeah, people just need reminded.
Yeah.
They just need reminded, that it
Exactly.
exists. And I don't think many people know that it's local and it's ours.
A lot of people don't.
That's
You're
even
right. It's
cooler.
ours. I like how you say that. It's ours. And there's so many places to choose from now. We just so appreciate people still supporting us. The 60-year-old the 60-year-old St. Louis brand. Our customers mean a whole lot to us.
Here you go. I got a brand new catchphrase for you.
What's that?
Keep this for free. As St. Louis is the arch, F Kansas.
Yeah.
I can see that on my crew
I shouldn't be
shirts.
giving this stuff away for free.
I can see that on my crew T-shirts.
Yeah.
Can't you? Okay, I'll give you credit for that.
I like it. Thank you. Thank you, Felina. We appreciate it.
Thank
Quick
you.
break, right back. DGS.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Lockridge, and I'm the host of a new podcast from Odyssey called Family Lore. In this podcast, I'm going to have people on to tell unusual and sometimes far-fetched stories about their families.
I've heard my whole life that she invented the margarita.
And then, we're going to investigate those stories and find out how much of it is true.
He gets a patent 1 month before the Wright brothers. Oh my God.
Please follow and listen to Family Lore, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
Let me tell you something about insurance. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. But your business runs all year, so do the gaps and the risk. So go to supersure.com. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just go buy a policy online. Supersure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts. It'll translate your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
For state senate, I like Mike. Mike Deering knows what a hard day's work looks like because he's done it his whole life.
I like Mike. He's a dad. He knows what our families are up against.
Mike Deering's a businessman. He knows what red tape actually costs.
I like Mike because Mike Deering stands with President Trump. Secure the border, cut our taxes, put Missouri first.
I'm Mike Deering. Career politicians spend more and tax more while your family gets squeezed. I'll lower your taxes, keep your money in your pockets, and cut government waste so deep it'll make the politicians squeal.
Mike Deering, farmer, small business owner, dad, conservative. I like Mike.
I like Mike.
I like Mike. For state senate, I like Mike. Mike Deering. On Tuesday, August 4th, vote Republican Mike Deering for state senate. Make common sense conservative leadership common again. Paid for by friends of Mike Deering. Megan Kaiser, treasurer.
Let you guys know about my friend Ben Barnett at Timberline Professional Tree Care. And 2 ways to go about this. I'll go both of them quickly. First one is I need to convince you, that's what I'm paid for, that these guys are the best at what they do. I can tell you that Ben personally is one of like a literal handful in the whole Midwest of certified master arborists. That's about as high as you can go in tree education. 7 other of our people are certified arborists. Most tree companies around don't have any certified arborist, and that's the thing to kind of be afraid of. Literally, if I decided I was a tree guy, I could get a truck and a little magnetic sign and a chainsaw and some bags, and I'm a tree guy. And if you've ever seen videos of trees going down the wrong way and hitting cars and hitting houses, that happens literally every single day. So if you need trees planted, you need trees taken out, you have an old stump in your yard that needs taken out, you have questions about whether your trees and shrubs and bushes are healthy, so they don't seem so great, and they're losing leaves really early, and they're already brown, it's only July, reach out to Ben. Great guy. He's a man of his word, going to look you in the eye, give you a firm handshake. STLtreecare.com for Timberline.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
A century strong. The voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS. Just had the fastest bite of a Lion's Choice of all time. So good. You a horsey sauce guy?
No.
Nope.
More of an au jus guy when I'm at the restaurant.
Fancy pants.
Yeah, it's the best.
All you Michigan boys, kind of dandies, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what we're known for in Detroit, for being dandies.
I think it's os juice. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know what you were saying.
Sure, buddy.
So, Andrew, you had an especially fulfilling weekend?
Yeah, I did all kinds of fun stuff this weekend. I went to Springfield, and sorry, I got to move something in the log here. Okay. I went to Springfield.
As in Lincoln?
As in Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
My intention was first to do the Lincoln stuff, but we ended up going to a little zoo that they have there instead because it was half the price. And the zoo was pretty cool.
They charge you for Lincoln?
$15 a person. That corpse is not going to feed itself, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
But we also went to the Illinois State Museum, which is free, and the Illinois State Museum is great. Way more impressive than I was kind of expecting, which is not to.
I saw that as a kid.
Not to diss the State Museum, but it just looked very small and like there wasn't a lot. But I thought it'd be a fun place to be air conditioned. We also, the main reason we went up there, we went to Portillo's.
Oh yeah,
which that's like just about the only one that you can get south of Chicago. I think there's a couple in Indianapolis. And man, that is a delicious place to eat.
Yeah, Portillo's is pretty great.
Portillo's is awesome.
I'm not sure it's worth like a 2-hour road trip though.
Well, we were wanting something to do.
Take the train.
Oh, I didn't even
take the train. Get some Portillo's.
I did not even think about that.
Did you get the cake shake?
I didn't get the cake shake. I got the cake slice.
Okay, that's pretty good too.
Yeah, sliced it. We got like $50 worth of food at Portillo's.
It's pretty great.
So
a little excessive.
I tell this story every time Lincoln's dead body comes up. But I don't know that it's true, but my friend wasn't nearly the liar I am, so maybe he didn't sweeten it too much. But my friend lived in Springfield, and his job during the summer as a teenager was to work at the Lincoln Tomb. And I know they stole Abe a couple times. And so my understanding is underneath the big, beautiful tombstone up top, which I was terrified of as a kid because I thought he was like literally in it. Lincoln's casket is suspended by iron bars and then encased in concrete. And my friend Bob and his friends used to sit on top of Lincoln and eat lunch. Which they probably don't anymore because of, in like 1988 you could sit on an ex-president's corpse.
Yeah.
But today they're probably like, boys,
don't do that.
We have tables for that, but pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm picturing like the guys the building the Empire State Building.
Right.
The famous pictures of the guys on the girder.
Yeah.
With their feet dangling, eating out of their lunchbox.
Exactly. Kev, you have a weaving, if you will, of Odysseus and today's world.
Oh,
well, yeah. So we touched it like we just scraped it at the beginning, but one of the interesting things to me is that this story is how many thousands of years old?
Many,
1 million,
and basically human beings still do the same dumb crap. They still let their ego get in the way of everything. They're still greedy. We all still allow ourselves to forget that other people are just like us. And we screw over other people, or we'll do, and I mentioned this earlier, like all that matters to humans, and I guess this clearly hasn't changed over the millennia, all that matters is we got to win. Right? Like honor doesn't matter. Being good to other people doesn't matter. It's almost like you're a loser until you screw everything up and realize, oh man, I probably should treat other people better. And yet today there's just like almost no awareness of that, which is odd considering that these are lessons being taught from thousands of years ago. And I'm sure it's a thing where it's like cycled, right? Where people go through periods, humans go through a period of time where they do actually try to treat each other better and but in the end, something's wrong with us. Where in the end, we cannot get past this base need to just win. Whether it's a war or an argument or a political race or the race to the bottom line of making a lot of money, whatever it happens to be, we are such a weird species that we will so easily just step on each other and not care about it until it affects us in some way. Right? Until we have to pay a price, we don't care, which is such an odd thing, isn't it? Knowing in advance, we all know that nobody wants to be treated terribly. Nobody wants to be taken advantage of. Nobody wants to be dominated by a larger power or whatever. But when you're in the position of the power, you just don't even think about it, which is a bizarre thing to me. Even though it's been the primary lesson from almost every moral standard in the history of humankind.
Yeah.
Right? It's, in the movie, this is not it's not a spoiler in any way because it's such an old story, but Zeus's law is referred to a lot. And Zeus's law is essentially the golden rule. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. So these ideas are millennia old and nobody cares. We just don't learn it. We just keep making the same things. I was going to say mistakes. I don't even know if they're always mistakes. Most of the time they're intentional. Because we just don't care if it doesn't come back on us, which I thought was fascinating. Mm-hmm. Like I'm sitting there watching it. At the end of it, I was like, man, it's an interesting story. It's got a lesson. I mean, obviously, Homer wrote it to entertain, but also because it teaches a lesson. And you get through the lesson and you're like, why does nobody listen to that lesson?
Yeah, my mom and dad famously didn't tell me anything. And I think I share that with a lot of people from my generation. Like our television was very Ward Cleaver or very Mr. Brady, like caveat emptor, Greg. My mom and dad were like, you're going to be fine. And and I wasn't. And I kept making mistakes and getting beat for it. And I had to take several beatings for the same kind of things over and over again. So I was a very slow learner. But looking back, I can't blame my mom and dad because had they told me like, now, son, you should probably save, I'd been like, yep, whatever,
Right. But it's if you go back far enough, we love human history and the development of our species and all that. To get to the point where we could be a civilization, we had to work together. Yeah, we would fight with other groups for resources or whatever. But at the time, those things would be more necessary. It's so unnecessary now. And it's really been unnecessary for a lot of centuries. Mm-hmm. But because some people cannot have enough, they just can't get enough. There just isn't enough in the world for them. This dynamic continues to exist, and we never figure it out, which may just be a fatal flaw in the way our brains are wired.
Yeah, could be. When we come back, Bertie Miklas is going to join us. Let me tell you guys about Mark and Neil Gelman of the Gelman team of EXP Realty. I know both the guys really well. They've been with me pushing 20 years. We do a lot of stuff outside of here. We've raised money together. They're both very philanthropic, very community-minded, very generous. And I tell you all that because they're good people. I want you to know that. Just like Stewie is a good person and Ben Barnett's a good person and Skip Weber. Like I really, really do have a stable full of very, very good human beings who offer you various products and services. So if you are thinking about a real estate transaction, and I'm sure there's some of you out there who are like, my grandpa built this house, I'll never move, and good for you. But for most of us, we're like a really good offer away from at least considering it. Just doing a story how the boomers are not downsizing, they're upsizing. downsizing, and I can tell you that in St. Louis currently, the more expensive and nice your house is and upscale, the faster it's going to move. But people are still getting, good prices and, not on the market very long. No one is going to give you a better chance at getting a great price for your house, getting a good price for a house that you're going to buy. If you want to find out what they think your house is worth right now, not talking to anybody, go to the front page of thegelmanteam.com, put in your address, they'll give you a number. If you want to talk about that number, 314-336-1991.
Certain restrictions apply.
All Access with Ollie Marmol on the Gas House Gang.
I show up every day looking forward to what's next for this group. This group fits my personality to a T. I love what we're doing. I love how we're going about it. I love the honest conversations. I love the grit. And there's been certain times where I've caught myself where bases are loaded, our back's up against the wall, and I can't help but smile. I show up every day looking forward to what's next for this group.
Ollie Marmol, Tuesdays at noon on KMOX.
Taking care of yourself should fit into your life, not complicate it. Neoviten Original Formula is a complete daily multivitamin designed to support your everyday wellness routine with essential vitamins, minerals, and a natural ingredient blend, all in just 2 daily tablets. Subscribe online at neoviten.com for monthly delivery or shop Neoviten at your local Schnucks and Dearborn. Neoviten Original Formula is physician formulated to fit easily into your everyday routine. All of our vitamins are manufactured in a certified GMP facility in the USA. Neoviten, make nutrition easy.
Our look at the weather is sponsored by Financial and Tax Strategies.
Classic summertime weather stays with us right through Tuesday. Sunny skies this afternoon. It's hot. It's humid. You may notice a little bit of smoke from the Canadian wildfires in the air. Fairly limited. 95 for the high. Tonight, clear skies. Lower 90s for evening plans. Very warm and humid overnight. Only 78 for the low. Tuesday, sunny, hot, and humid. Some late-day thunderstorms, 95. And Wednesday and Thursday, we are right on schedule. Partly sunny skies, north to northwest wind. Cooler temperatures and lower humidity, 86 each day. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
If your retirement plan is mostly what if and a little fingers crossed, you deserve better answers than that. Check out Wealth and Wisdom Saturdays at 7 a.m. here on KMOX. I'm Gary Goldberg. Call 800-966-1690.
What has your candidate actually delivered? In Clayton, Ladue, Olivet, and Warson Woods, there's just one Democrat running for state representative who can answer. That's Sidney Clark. As mayor, he's delivered more than $100 million in economic growth and some of the strongest home values in the region. Balanced budgets, steady leadership, a neighbor since 1973. And now, Sidney Clark will protect what you've built, stopping costly data centers from hiking your utility bills, and voting no on Amendment 5, which actually increases taxes on everything you buy. No other candidate in this race can say it. Sidney Clark has already done the job, and he's ready from day one. Sidney Clark, results, not rhetoric. Democrat for State Representative, District 99.
I'm Sidney Clark, and I approve of this message. Paid for by Sidney Clark for State Representative, District 99. Tammy Clark, Treasurer.
You know, I'm always talking about taking care of everybody else. The kids, the family, the job, the house, the calendar. But today, I want to talk about you taking care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, who's going to take care of them? What if you could better understand your risk for chronic disease before symptoms begin? Simon Cancer Center has a tool called Your Disease Risk, and it does just that. It helps you get a better understanding of your risk for chronic disease and cancer before symptoms even start. It looks at things like lifestyle, family history, everyday habits, nutrition, physical activity, tobacco use, sleep, and screenings, because your health story is shaped by more than just genetics. And knowledge is powerful. When you know your risk, you can make better choices, ask better questions, and the ability to take actions early. Listen, it only takes a few minutes, but it can help guide decisions that matter for years to come. Prevention starts with awareness, and awareness starts with you. Visit siteman.washu.edu/YDR and take the Your Disease Risk Assessment today. Just a few minutes a day could make a difference for years to come. That website again is siteman.washu.edu/YDR.
Today, the Cards, the Angels.
Cameron Total Access 8:15. First pitch 9:10.
Cardinals Radio, 104.1 FM, KMOX. Bernie Miklasz on KMOX is sponsored by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin comfort dealer.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Rach is out today, so we're talking butts and boobies and
whoa,
anything we want to.
Whoa.
All manner of such.
Bernie's like, nobody prepared me for this.
Yeah, did I come to the wrong place? Where am I at?
You are in the right place, my brother. You're in the right place.
I'm actually excited now. What's up?
Welcome to the boys club.
Bern, we may not even get to sports today because I understand.
Trapped in the Matrix.
I understand you did an article about how we infantilize food and how grown people talk about glizzies and stuff. But this is going to be like point counterpoint. I think you may have met your match because
I'm sure I have.
Andrew Stoll's here. We just had Lion's Choice. The people from Lion's Choice were kind enough to bring it in for us. And you call the sandwiches beefy weefies?
Well, there's roast beefy weefies. That's one of them. And then, of course, there's roasty toasty beefers.
This is not real. You're making these things up.
I have called them all of those things within the past 3 months.
Well, I was writing that lobbing these little grenades for effect, but it's true. It's like what I just don't understand where this became a thing where you have grown ass adults talking like toddlers when it comes to food.
You don't enjoy some Chicky Teas?
I don't get it, man. I mean, it's like, Mommy, where are my nuggies?
I just got to say, for the record, I'm on Team Bernie for this one. I completely agree. I don't get it at all.
That is how I ask my wife what we're having for dinner.
Yeah, Mommy, can we have tendies tonight? And the person asking the question is, like 20, 25 years old or whatever.
Or 36.
What 36? Yeah, it's okay to be 36. What about sodies or sody pops? How's that?
Yeah,
how's that
same thing. It's basically turning something into a 2-syllable word that, in a way that tries to make it really cute, like adorable.
It is adorable. It is adorable.
Yeah, look at me. Can I have a Sammy? Can I? What kind of? Hey, Mommy, what kind of Sandos do they have there?
What I'm learning is that my friend Bernie, much like my friend Kevin, has no sense of wonder and whimsy in this world.
We're not children. We're not children anymore.
He sits down in the restaurant and he says, "I would like a sandwich, please."
No. I'm not quite that. I'm not
me with the chicken tenders.
So wait a minute. You go to a restaurant and you order that. You're like, yeah, I'll take the tendies with a side of taters.
Well, first of all, most of the stupid restaurants you go to now call them tendies on the menu.
What?
Yeah, that's true, man. Oh. Yeah, in your defense. So you're covered there. Yeah, you're covered there.
So I went to a restaurant.
I love this stuff. This is funny.
I'm fine saying this because I don't think this restaurant is open anymore. But this restaurant that I went to once had a burger on the menu that was called the Curd Burglar. And it had cheese curds on it. And that was what it was called on the menu. And so I didn't want to say that. So when she comes over...
You wouldn't say that, but you'll be like, ooh, give me some tendies.
I said, I need a burgie burg. I need a burgie with an eggie on
it. Andrew, you're funny, man.
So I was like, so I'm looking at your burgies here. And I'm seeing this one, and this is the one I want. And she was like, "Are you talking about the Curd Burglar?" And I was like, "Yes, that one." And she goes, "Which one?" And I was like, "That one that's there on the menu. The Curd. You're ordering the Curd Burglar." She's announcing this to the restaurant.
Oh my goodness!
And I was like, "You don't have to." Oh yeah, that one. That's the one I want. I want the Curd Burglar.
If they ever catch up with me and I go to prison, that's my nickname.
The Curd Burglar.
It was not worth the stress of ordering.
Either no one's gonna ever touch me, or they're gonna touch me all the time. Like you shoot your shot.
Absolutely.
You get what you get. You
you're either so crazy that they're like, stay away from that guy, or the other.
So it was just what's let me throw this in here. It's related because it's food. Like what everybody there? What's your policy on? It's not enough. This is another food trend I can't stand, frankly. I'm just telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough to just if you go someplace and there's a bunch of places in town. It's like, oh man, I'm in the mood for a great burger tonight. Let me go get a great burger. But what about these places where, a burger's not enough? It's like, have this one, the big buckaroo. It's got pulled pork on top of the burger, or it's got,
I feel you.
or it's like, or meet me in Texas burger. Well, what's that? Oh, it's got brisket on top of it. I don't need all that. I'm here to have a burger. Why you got to pile other crap on top of the burger?
Bernie's got some great ideas about burgers.
Yeah.
Well, those
are good. Those are good.
Those are good ideas. You should open a restaurant.
I gotta say,
Bernie's no fun food.
I made the mistake.
No, man.
I made the mistake.
I had a bad experience with pulled pork in a burger.
I made the mistake of once ordering the Uncle McTouchy burger, and that was just didn't end well at all.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't.
And it's $27.
You guys love piling stuff on a burger.
So
I do.
I'm not as big on other than bacon. I'm not about adding like other meats to a burger, like an egg and a bacon. Well, I'll do that, but that's different.
Here's what I'll say. I'm going to have a little self-awareness here, and I'm going to say that I think I do, but then when I actually do it, I'm almost never
too
happy.
much.
There's a place that I'll order from sometimes, and they have great burgers. They have great food there, but they will let you like put basically as much as you want on the burger for no extra charge. And so I'll be like Euro meat and pulled pork and an egg and three kinds of cheese. And then when it's just too much. It's just too much.
You ever notice everyone says the word burger weird?
Burger.
Yeah, either hit it too hard.
You're all saying
Never thought
burgy
about
weird.
it.
Saying
I'm
burgy
gonna
weird.
be I'm gonna be self-conscious about that now. Yeah, I never thought about that, so it'll be in my head now.
All right,
So,
let's talk some Cardinals. Are you able to get past the frustration of the weekend and move on?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I was irritated with the Saturday game because a guy showed up, and as I said in my video at STL Sports Central, making fun of it. Like early in that game, they went up there, swing. Can you give it a rest? Like, do you guys have a tea time at like 6:30 p.m. at one of those good Phoenix area, country clubs? And then yesterday was just a debacle. Look, it happens. It happens. But you can't. It's okay to say it was pretty disappointing, if not annoying as could be, because you're in a fight now. 6 teams, 6 piled up in the wild card race for the third wild card spot. You just can't give away games when you have a 7-0 lead. And so the thing of it is, the more I think about it, is listen. In all candor, I don't think the Cardinals are good. I think they're capable of doing good things, but they're very vulnerable. They have a lot of flaws. But the Cardinals are no different than the other 5 teams that are competing for that third wild card spot. It's almost like a survivor contest. It's sometimes I think it's going to be decided by, like who sucks the less or something like that. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I don't know that it's going to I don't know that quality is going to win this. It might be just like, okay, well, we're good. We're not as bad as those other guys, And I'm overstating it, but I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm legit concerned about Dustin May at this point.
Of course.
Ever since the complete game, because you threw 6 shutout innings before that, and then the complete game shutout, 1 hitter, fantastic. Since then, the ERA is almost 10. And I know he got hit by a line drive in one of those games that was part of what got him out early, but he was getting crushed before that even happened. And I think it's a legit concern because, for obvious reasons, because one, if you were still thinking about trading him, it's not going to help that he's getting rocked leading up to the deadline. But 2, he, for a long time, Bern, was maybe the most stable guy that you ran out there week in and week out.
Yeah, I don't understand it because I think the Ollie haters would just say, well, he left him in for that game and he shouldn't have. And then again, if Ollie or any other manager would have pulled the guy from with a 1-hit shutout gone, it's like, can you believe he pulled him? What's wrong with these managers? So he's gonna get killed either way. But I just listen. They took plenty of precautions after that in terms of giving him extra rest. So I really don't understand what the issue is. But yeah, he's all over the map. I mean, it just there's just no control. There's no location. It's really unfortunate.
I would also submit too that He only threw 101 pitches. I mean, he's a grown man. He can handle 101 pitches every once. It's not like they ran him out there for 128 pitches and you went overboard. I mean, high school kids throw 100 pitches on a regular basis, and they shouldn't, but they do.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not like, and he's only gone over 100 twice all year. So again, it's not like they've abused him, run him into the ground or anything. I don't think the fatigue thing is into it at all. I think it's more of a mechanical thing that leads to his fastball spraying, and when he gets behind with the fastball, he doesn't have enough swing and miss outside of that.
Well, that's all. You're right. I mean, I don't have any opinion on that other than to say your stuff when it comes to that. But the trade deadline's 2 weeks away, and so like at this point, what is his value?
Hard to tell, right? I mean, is it going to be like, this is the funny thing, because I hear that you and I are going to agree on this, I think, Bern. I hear this all the time from people that are talking trades. It's like, if you can get hot right before the deadline, your value may go up. I don't think so. I think teams are seeing what they're seeing. If they like him now, they'll like him in 2 weeks. But if they're worried now, they're going to be worried even if he has 2 good starts.
Yeah, and if they think he'd be worth a flyer, the fact that he would pitch well for a couple starts, to your point, it's not like all of a sudden they're going to just increase this offer to Heim Bloom by some insane amount. That's not going to happen.
Right.
So I don't know. The Cardinals deadline might be a dud in a way.
Yeah.
Because you got JoJo Romero, and hopefully he's going to be back soon. But there's a guy who had a 0.90 ERA in his previous 10 appearances. Then he had to have his appendix removed. And even though he'll be back, I wonder whether some general managers out there are going to be just having doubts about his viability. Is he going to be strong enough? Is he going to be durable enough? So I'm not saying his value is like shot or anything, but I do worry that JoJo Romero's value is down. How much, I don't know.
I mean, again, in his case, it's just how healthy he's going to be when you get another week and a half there after coming off of an appendectomy. I mean, it's definitely something you'll heal from, but any delay, any potential concern is going to impact the other team's confidence in that player's ability to help them achieve what they're trying to do, which is make a run in the playoffs. Not just get there, but make a run in the playoffs.
It's so Lars Nootbaar, I still think is the best trade chip. He's had a quiet July though.
Yeah, he has.
I don't think that's going to affect too much because everybody knows the StatCast stuff is there.
Right.
I mean, his hitting fundamentals are there, but I think you have to. I think you have to do it. I really do think you have to do it. One of the reasons is, guys, you look at, and I'm not saying, you trade him and then you bring up Baez. I'm not connecting the dots that directly. Baez, by the way, is hitting 113 since June the 25th, by the way.
Yeah.
113.
It's interesting because if you're on social media, and it's a thing, I mean, it's a fair thing, but every time he homers, and he hit a 470-foot homer this weekend, so that's going to get attention.
Right.
But as Bernie pointed out, he's hitting under 200 for about 3 weeks now. And, swinging and missing in the zone and things like that. It's more than just the highlight that you'll catch on Twitter.
I mean, a 113 batting average ought to, raise some eyebrows before people want to go on, X or Threads or wherever and make this big proclamation. It's time to bring him up right now. Not even looking at what he's been doing,
Right.
So,
yep.
So but my point about trading Nootbaar, it isn't that, hey, I love Nootbaar. And listen, I think he's good for the club and all that other stuff. But where are the Cardinals starting to get some things going in terms of position players? They've got some outfielders on the way. They keep moving outfielders up in the farm system. Chase Davis is at AAA now. The kid from Taiwan is starting to hit home runs all over the place. They've moved him up all the way to what is it?
Springfield, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Springfield. And all of a sudden, all he does is walk and hit bombs. So. If you're not going to sign, you're not going to re-sign, give Lars Nootbaar an extension after 2027, and I don't think they will because they have all these outfielders on the way. I just don't understand what the point would be to keep him, where his value is probably going to be higher now than it would be if you wait till the offseason. That's just, I'm being pragmatic.
Guys can tune in later today, 5 p.m. for Redbird Rush Hour for more of this discussion. Bern, tell us about Saliga.
Absolutely. It's great being with you all today. Saliga Heating and Cooling is a Daikin comfort dealer. Been taking care of St. Louis families for 100 years. I love that, man. Every time I say it, 100 years. What a great family business. And, the Mickleses have been calling them 18, 19 years, moving up on 20. And, as I love to repeat it, because this is from my heart. The thing about Saliga Heating and Cooling, you don't ever want to have to call if you got an emergency with your heating and cooling. I mean, who wants to deal with that? Like it's the winter and all of a sudden you got a cold house, or it's the summer and you're sweating because the air conditioning's not working. You hate that. You dread it. You curse, but then you realize, well, that's okay. Saliga's going to be here. They'll take care of it. We'll be good to go. Very short while. And I know Dave Glover's had that experience. I know that other people that I've recommended Saliga to have absolutely had that experience. You can trust them. You can rely on them. You can depend on them. They're honest. They're very, very good. They're totally professional. They're classy in your home. And you got that Saliga name, 100 years of Saliga ownership of this proud family business. You can bank on it because they would not be around 100 years later unless they were great at what they do. So if you want to find out everything there is to find out about Saliga Heating and Cooling, just go to their site, SaligaHeatingandCooling.com. Thank you.
Here in St. Louis, word of mouth still matters, and I'm pretty careful about who I recommend, especially when it comes to something as personal as estate planning. I'm Tom Ackerman. My family has been working with the Lederman Law Firm for over 20 years now, and the reason is simple. They don't just create documents and send you on your way. They help make sure your plan works. Because let's be honest, life changes. Family needs and circumstances change. Laws change. But most estate plans don't change over time as needs, circumstances, and laws change. They're outdated, sitting in a drawer. People assume they're fine, and their plan will work when they need it to work. At the Lederman Law Firm, it's not a one-time transaction. It's an ongoing process. They build a plan to protect your family and your assets, and then for a fixed annual fee, they help keep it up to date as both your life and assets change. Check out the Lederman Law Firm at LedermanLaw.com or give them a call at 314-514-9100. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Get ready for a night back with legendary hits and non-stop energy. Brian Adams is bringing the Roll with a Bunches tour to Enterprise Center Friday, July 24th.
Hello, this is Brian Adams.
Sing along to the classics as Brian Adams delivers an unforgettable night of rock anthems. Plus, special guests Pat Benatar and Neil Girardo. Brian Adams, July 24th. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
Income is the outcome that matters the most in retirement. Join us for Kickin' with the Rickens, Redefining Retirement with Jerry Ricken and Heidi Ricken Provost every Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on KMOX, and get more at rickenfinancial.com.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you washed that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Nope, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever, now with odor-fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Broadcasting from the Scott Credit Union Studio, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS. Just a couple minutes left here. Let's mop up a little bit on the Cardinal stuff, Wheels. So from like a 10,000-foot view, come Thanksgiving, if you look back at the trade deadline, what are the most important, you don't have to mention anyone's name, what are the most important things you want to see the Cardinals accomplish?
It's a good question. I mean, because I don't know that they have to do anything. Like, they've really done the big part already of rebuilding the farm system. all the trades last offseason have kind of stocked the upper levels. Their drafts are starting to fill in. I don't think the idea now is as much about adding bulk as it is about finding quality. So where can we find a fit to, like, so if we're going to trade Lars Nootbaar, can we get a third baseman in that deal? Because we don't have a third baseman around, or at least nobody that's presently looking like they're the long-term answer. Could we add a bullpen arm that can help things out? I don't think it's as much about just simple talent acquisition as it was this past offseason because we're seeing so much. Right? I mean, we've seen, Walker take the step and Weatherholt do what he's doing. Bernie mentioned a bunch of the guys. Baez has been a big story all year. I don't know if you saw it this weekend, but one of the guys they got in the Sonny Gray trade, a guy named Brandon Clark, was pitching this weekend. He just got back from an aneurysm in his arm. He's throwing 103. You know how many left-handers in baseball have ever thrown 103 in a major league game? One. Aroldis Chapman is the only one.
Wow.
So it's a rare thing. So they've built this up. I think it's much more now about what makes sense for roster construction and where you need help, right? So you have a lot of outfielders, as Bernie pointed out, at the major league level, but also coming up, at the upper levels of the minor leagues. If you're going to clear a path for someone to get to show what they're capable of, and then also maybe fill a weakness in the bullpen or in the infield where you may not have something, that to me is more about what they're doing. It's more specific now, where in the past it was more, we just need to bring in a lot of talent and especially arms. Well, they've done a really good job on that. And now the next thing is being a little more detailed and specific in what you're targeting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tell you guys about my friend Dr. Matt Bays. I was just texting with Matt. He has invited me to come into his new office, see him do a couple of procedures, which I did at his old office. So I'm going to make that happen as quickly as I can. Dr. Bays is a great guy. You're really going to like him. You're really going to feel comfortable with him. He is a former college athlete, so been there and done that. He's been the sports doctor for a couple of high schools and colleges. He has seen thousands and thousands of sprained this and torn this and stretched that. He can diagnose whether it's a sprained ankle or a broken ankle, an ACL, an MCL. Are you going to need a surgical intervention? Is it something that can be treated? Should you be putting weight on it? Can you play in the tournament this weekend? He can help you with all those things. He also provides regenerative medicine, the stem cell injections, which I've seen him do dozens of. So if you have chronic pain, maybe you know where it came from, maybe you don't, but go and have an appointment. See what the doc says about it. Pardon me, that was a strange noise. 636-735-3003, basesportsmed.com.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we've been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot, $30 billion and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
This year, America celebrates 250 years. 2.5 centuries of courage, sacrifice, and family stories passed down from one generation to the next. Hi, I'm Nick Mako.
And I'm Adam Baselogger, founders of Legacy Box. Your family's piece of the American story is sitting in an attic or closet right now, trapped on aging VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, film reels, and fading photos.
Those boxes hold moments you can never recreate. Your wedding day, your children's voices when they were little, grandparents coming back to life on screen.
Over 2 million families have trusted Legacy Box. And we've just partnered with the USO to digitize fragile handwritten letters from World War II, helping preserve American history for future generations.
As America turns 250, remember that your family is a part of the American story. Preserving those voices, faces, and moments is a part of your responsibility to the next generation. Don't let them disappear on your watch.
Visit legacybox.com/radio for our amazing America 250 sale. That's legacybox.com/radio to save.
The radical left let crime and drugs pour into our nation, and they let biological men into girls' sports. But here in Missouri, if there's a problem, we fix it. That's why Ann Wagner's fixing the mess the radical left made and delivering for us. Wagner voted to ban biological men from competing in girls' sports. And she voted to fund the police and provide more resources for Border Patrol agents, keeping our families, communities, and children safe. And Ann Wagner didn't stop there. In Congress, Wagner passed the largest working class tax cut in American history, kept big government out of our business, protected our way of life, and ensured our communities remain safe. That's why Ann Wagner's endorsed by the Missouri Farm Bureau and Missouri Fraternal Order of Police. Vote Ann Wagner for Congress on August 4th.
I'm Ann Wagner, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Ann Wagner for Congress.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. The voice of St. Louis.
At 3 o'clock, we've got a cloudy sky. It is 91 degrees downtown at the Arch. If you can hold out, better weather is on the way. Here is Dave Murray.
Michael, we have about 24 hours more of summer weather, at least for now. There is a cool front on the way, and the northwest flow is going to open up by the time we get into Tuesday night. And we have just some delightful weather on the way for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. My forecast coming up.
Data center regulations in St. Louis City will be delayed after an amendment was made that made a significant change.
An amendment overwhelmingly approved by the Board of Aldermen creates an exemption process for data centers that cannot meet clean energy requirements through no fault of their own. Alderwoman Ann Schweitzer sponsors the bill but voted against the amendment and says this requires the bill to undergo further review.
Because significant amendments were made today, the bill needs to go back to the Planning Commission for further review.
The Planning Commission is not due to meet until next week, and the timeline moving forward is unclear. Schweitzer says she would still vote for her regulations bill, but preferred the original version. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
It's easy to clip the grommet on the wrong part of the flag, raise it up. It's like up, got it backwards, bring it back down.
St. Louis Fire Chief Dennis Jankerson talking with KMOX about the American flag flying upside down at one of the firehouses.
This firefighter missed the fact, whether the wind was blowing or it was moving around, that he hadn't put the flag up correctly. A firefighter driving by, off-duty fireman, saw it, called him immediately and say, hey guys, you got the flag upside down, turn it around.
Jankerson says there was absolutely no malice or intentional disregard for the American flag. A big fan of Amendment 5 to eliminate the Missouri state income tax and replace it with higher and broader sales taxes is Attorney General Catherine Hanaway. On the Chris and Amy show, she was asked about the major fail that Kansas had doing something like this.
Kansas went into it all at once, and that's the thing that people should know, is that this is very gradual. It's only as we replace the income tax gradually that it goes away. And that's already been happening in Missouri. We just need to accelerate it.
Hanaway says we'd be more like Tennessee, which she says has grown by leaps and bounds. She attributes that to repealing their income tax, and she thinks young people would move back to Missouri if we did away with it. Critics of Amendment 5 say ending the income tax benefits the wealthy while increasing sales taxes hurts the poor and struggling. A part of history pulled out from Union Station this morning en route to Pacific, then Herman. Our Maria Kina in Webster Groves with some of the dozens waiting to catch a glimpse of Big Boy number 4014.
Trains have been a big part of my life. My dad has a huge train layout, and I don't know how many versions of this particular train he has.
I have a nephew that is. We have to see it because he sees it.
This is such a part of history, too, because it goes back to 1941.
Yeah.
We almost do, too.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Well, you look good.
Thank you.
It was brief, but it was worth the stay. In Webster Groves, Maria Kina, KMOX News.
Let's get an update of the St. Louis Business Index. We go to Stiefel and Scott Bedell. Scott.
Thank you, Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. This week, we enter into the heart of corporate earning reports, but today's trade was overshadowed by higher interest rates and rising hostilities with Iran. At the close, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 305 points, or just about 0.6% to 51,841. The S&P 500 down 0.2% to 7,443, while NASDAQ finishing lower on the day, off 12 points at 25,508. The Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index also declining with a fall of 0.5% at 1,692. There were some winners among St. Louis stocks today. Anheuser-Busch up 0.33% at $80.83. Peabody Energy gained 2.25%, finishing at $22.94. On the downside, Boeing fell 2.1% at $209.48. Bayer Corporation lost 2.7% at $13.43. And finally, Stifel Financial up 0.4% to finish at $77.47. From Stifel Financial, this has been Scott Bedell, member SIPC and New York Stock Exchange. For more information on our firm, please visit our website at stifel.com.
Nothing but summertime as we go through our Monday afternoon. Sunny skies dominate, a little bit of smoke in the air. It's hot, it's humid. 95 we should top out at. Tonight, clear skies, 90s for evening plans, very warm and humid overnight, 78 degrees. Tuesday, sunny, hot, and humid, 95. A cold front, maybe a cool front, I guess, a summer cold front. Could trigger a couple of late-day thunderstorms on Tuesday and into Tuesday evening. Winds will be turning to the north-northwest. So Wednesday and Thursday, still right on schedule. Delightful. Partly sunny skies, nice temperatures for summertime and less humid. 86 for the high on Wednesday, probably only about 84 on Thursday. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
It is 91. The feels like is 93 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
Sponsored by Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty 314-325-6888.
Need to sell your home and you want the most money? The name to remember is Gloria Lou. Yes, Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty at 314-325-6888 and start packing.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Go back, guys. DJS on KMOX 3:07 on the dot. Pretty day out there. Dave Murray will join us at 3:35. No headlines, though.
No headlines.
No headlines. I've been warned.
I forgot to put.
That's okay. You're filling a lot of jobs here.
I felt like a silly goose when I thought of that. I felt like a goosey woos, as Bernie would say.
Yeah, if you missed out on Bernie Miklasz, the whole thing was pretty much about how much he hates when people infantilize food. And Andrew had just called the Lion's Choice beefy weefies. So.
Beefy weefs. Yeah, he wasn't thrilled. And you know what? He's wrong. He's wrong to think that.
I don't know,
it is
dude.
cute.
I think it's weird.
He accused me of not being cute, and
I don't think he accused you of that.
That's true. He would never say that.
Because he said you were very funny.
He thinks I'm the cutest.
It is. I do find that whole thing odd, though. Like, it's one thing when you're talking to children about things and doing that. When you're, like, adults to adults talking about things in that childish way, it's weird.
Your buddy Brad Thompson was talking about tendies just the other day on the game.
I know. Again, no judgment. You guys, we're all friends. So we all do. You guys, it's just weird.
It is extremely hypocritical of me to say this, and I didn't. I played it
Brad
up.
Thompson.
I hate it up. I played it up with Bernie. I actually don't like tendies. Tendies, I don't care for. Which is
so now you're just picking and choosing, which is okay.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm saying it's not lost on me.
What do you call them?
Chicken tenders?
He's calling them Chicky Teas earlier.
Chicky Teas? I'll hit him with a Chicky Tea.
See, again, that's not any better.
Tendies is like overplayed.
I feel you.
Tendies is like, Tendies is like the introduction to calling food cute names. And then you gotta...
You're better than that.
Yeah, you gotta up it a little bit. You gotta up your game a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, that's the starter pack, and then let's really get into it. There's so much more to be discovered if you dig a little below the surface.
Speaking of, do you want to introduce Jimothy to the audience?
Oh, boy.
Yes, I do want to introduce Jimothy to the audience. What do you guys know about Jimothy?
Everything.
Jimothy's a raccoon.
Jimothy
with
is
a
a
rare
raccoon
condition.
with
Short
a
spine.
rare condition. He's got a short spine. Well, I guess everyone just knows everything now, don't they? No, Jimothy is...
He's a little beefy weefy.
He's a little beefy weef in Seattle.
God, I do not like that at all. It's
I
just
like
so
it a
gross.
lot. He's a little beefy weefy in Seattle.
He's a raccoon.
He's a raccoon. What's incredible is that he seems to be everywhere at once. We have
He's covering some ground.
thousands of confirmed sightings of Jimothy in the past week.
I mean, it's a big city, right?
I guess, but you wouldn't think he'd be able to move that fast.
One little tiny spined raccoon.
So the way that he looks, if you haven't seen him and you aren't in a place to look him up, is he looks like a regular raccoon if you grabbed him by the nose and the butt and you squished in really hard.
Which is, I think, what happened.
Which is basically what happened. Yeah, he got caught in one
God
of those.
did that.
He got caught in one of those car smashing things.
God's like, watch this.
It's happens on occasion in dogs too, and there's lots of viral dogs that have the same way too short spine problem. It's very, very cute because he looks like a little monster. He's got two long legs for his too short spine, and he's like looks like a little alien
Seems
guy.
to be surviving.
He's doing fine, as I understand it from talking to my wife. Other than the goofiness of getting around, which the animals that have this condition don't know any different. They don't know that that's
Right.
not just how you're supposed to walk around.
They don't look in a mirror and go like, damn it.
Yeah, this didn't happen to them as they grew up. They were born with this, so they don't know any other way to get around. So it doesn't really, other than, general potential health problems that can come from having your squooshed up organs. You can live a long and healthy life as a Jimothy.
I mean, he's a woodland raccoon. I doubt he's got a long life ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna be he's not gonna have his little raccoon kids holding his hand as he passes away in a
What do
bed of
raccoons
leaves.
die from? Who eats raccoons?
Hit by a car.
Does anyone eat raccoons?
I mean, probably just
birds.
Probably coyotes and
You
big
think
cats.
birds
right?
eat raccoons?
No.
They-
It may be like a giant bird, not a regular one.
They most frequently die from vehicle collisions, diseases, and
Driving
starvation.
or pedestrian?
They're driving. They're terrible.
They have
drivers.
hands.
Yeah, they get their little hands
Except
behind the
Jimothy's
wheel.
got that short little spine.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He couldn't
can't-
see over the.
Can't see over the thing, and then just straight into a telephone
Yeah,
pole.
I think
mean,
it's
it was-
probably more
Difficult to insure.
bobcats and coyotes and stuff.
Let's
Probably
see.
roadkill.
Oh no, I mean of the predators. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are there? Coyotes, bobcats, cougars, large owls, eagles, and domestic dogs.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's a short timer.
Keep your dogs on a leash, people, or you might end up with some Jimothy corpses. If you are the person whose dog eats Jimothy, you got to move. I'm saying you got to move out of the country. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
stay.
how you felt about Moodang, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
now
I was almost like, who's Moodang?
What are we getting all worried about? I mean, I think raccoons only live 2 or 3 years in the wild. So what are we expecting Jimothy to do here?
I like that his thing
You
is
get
that
an
it's
associate's degree.
It's okay if my dog mauls the local
I'm not
celebrity.
saying it's okay. I'm just saying you're going to be
because
taking.
he's going to die one day anyway.
Well, they're not going to live very long. So what? Oh yeah, the local celebrity.
Can you imagine if Kevin, God forbid, ever one day runs over his neighbor's cat or something?
Oh, I would be horrified.
You would be in there. You would be standing over it going, it was probably going to die one day anyway.
No, because a cat can live 20 years. If I hit a raccoon, I'm going to feel bad about it, but I'm not going to be crushed.
You hit your neighbor's 19-and-a-half-year-old cat.
I would be crushed. I would feel horrible.
It would be the first time I've ever seen him admit that he's wrong about something.
Everybody watch this. You still wouldn't take $10 billion for your dog?
Nope.
Oh, my God.
Nope. I'd give my dog away.
I would use your dog to beat Andrew to death
Well, then
for $10 billion.
Unfortunately, that would mean you would follow him.
I could get away.
No.
I have $10 billion.
Not from that rage, brother.
He's going to gorilla run after you.
That's going to be Thanos level commitment.
Here comes
See ya.
Jimothy.
I'll find the Infinity Stone and take everybody out.
20s flying out of the sack as you run.
A man in Kansas City had to be rescued after he got stuck inside a porta potty.
Have you seen this video?
I have seen this video.
Yes.
It is incredible.
This is one of the most bizarre things, and he's copping attitude.
He's copying such an attitude.
Craziest.
He's stuck in the bottom. He's in the toilet part of the porta potty, so he's not like above ground.
Right, he's inside it.
He's in the part where all the stuff is.
Yeah.
All the business takes place.
And he's like, and they're like, put your arm and your head. And he's like, well, obviously, if I could do that, I wouldn't be in this situation.
Honestly, I would have supported the firefighters just walking away.
They
Like,
got an
brother-
attitude back with him, which I appreciated. I was glad they did because they're like, I'm not the one who was in the porta potty.
Yeah. He was in the porta potty because he lost his Mountain Dew.
Is that what he said?
He was looking for his Mountain Dew.
In there?
Yes.
If it's in there, it's lost.
It's gone, brother.
That thing's never coming back.
It's gone.
It's dead.
No.
He's on
Might
drugs.
as well
This guy's on
lettuce
drugs,
from
right?
Taylor Farms.
Like, this guy's on drugs.
The most drugs I think any person has ever been on.
Imagine going in there and getting ready to use it and that head pops out.
Hey, you see my Mountain Dew?
This guy, I can't believe this. How did he get in there?
I just loved him having the nerve to have the attitude.
I know. He's like yelling at them, and they're like, bro, we can just leave you there. You got in, you'll get out.
Kev, you probably sensed the tremor in the force. Nearly 24 red wolf pups were born in the wild this spring in eastern North Carolina.
Yeah. That was on the memo this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Master of Wolves gets all the memos. How great is that?
Getting memos?
No. Red Wolves. They're awesome.
He's bragging about getting memos.
Oh, boy. Soccer has overtaken baseball to become America's third favorite sport.
Sure it has.
That seems not like the
based
truth.
on what?
This piece of paper says American football is number one by a wide margin, followed by basketball, then soccer, then baseball.
But what again, are you asking people? Or are you going by how they spend their money?
What do you mean?
Because Major League Baseball in a year of revenue makes what the two biggest soccer leagues in the world make combined. So how are you telling me that soccer is more popular? MLS isn't even close, and that's not even a fair comparison because it's relatively new. I'm not trying to bag on it, but like I'm talking about the English Premier League, and I forget the other. What's the second biggest one in Europe? But the two of those combined do not equal Major League Baseball's annual
soccer
revenue.
time.
Like, so what are we doing? We're just going. Here's what happened. It's World Cup time in the United States. People are fired up about it because it was awesome and it's been a blast. So you're getting these emotional responses from people that are like, I like soccer now. But they're not spending their money on it. They're not spending their time on it. They're not doing it the way that fans do for football, basketball, baseball, even hockey for that matter. So, I mean, define popular in the moment. Yes, I agree with that. Right now, today, because of the World Cup in the United States, that's probably true. In a year, it will not be true. And in terms of how people spend their money, it's not even close to true.
Why is Tom Brady slumming with Logan Paul?
Good question.
Because Tom Brady can never get enough attention.
Good answer.
I mean, how else do you answer this? Guy's one of the most famous athletes in the world, one of the greatest football players of all time, and he's got to be everywhere on TV all the time. He's got to be on every podcast. He's got to be on football games. He's got to be at wrestling. He's got to be at these ridiculous Logan and what's the other Paul's name? Jerk Paul?
Jake.
Close. Yeah. Like, bro, take a nap. Take a nap. No, nobody cares that much. Did you not get enough attention during your Hall of Fame NFL career? Do you need people to pat you on your head for the rest of your life? God, I
really like taking naps.
Nothing
That's
is.
really funny.
There's nothing more annoying than that kind of person who's endlessly thirsty.
Yeah.
Always pay attention to me. Pay attention to me, bro. I thought a Hall of Fame athlete with those kind of credentials would be beyond smacking stupid ass influencers on TV to get attention.
I
Preach
agree.
it, brother.
I agree.
Which is all a part of the reason why I hate Tom Brady. Stupid Chad.
Okay.
Speak on it.
I mean, seriously, am I wrong?
No.
I mean, again, do what you
agree
want,
more.
but that doesn't mean we have to indulge your little ego play. Like, calm down, take a break. I don't know, hang out with your family for a little bit.
Kev, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you enjoy the World Cup halftime show?
I didn't see a second of it.
You didn't like Biebs?
I was watching the Odyssey when that was happening. I didn't care.
He was watching the Biebs. He just don't want to admit it.
He watched it later.
I was in the middle of watching
watched it later.
Odysseus cross the ocean for the 77th time.
Andrew, this one's for you. Sarah Michelle Gellar confirmed that she and Linda Cardellini shared a steamy kiss in Scooby-Doo, but they took it out to make the movie more family-friendly. Losers.
Who did that?
Velma and
Shaggy?
Daphne. Yes.
Oh, Velma and Daphne. Okay.
Yes.
I
Why
was
would they have done that? Like, not why would they have taken it out? Why would they have done that, like, in the movie?
Guess it was in the script.
She was bored.
Yeah.
Slow down set.
What if this happened? Today,
What if this happened?
Today's National Fortune Cookie Day. Now they're just a pain in my ass. I used to get so excited by fortune cookies. It's before they became lazy. Now they're just lazy.
Well, they're
now it's
all-
like buy a blender or something like that.
You are good with your words. Thanks.
That's the same voice as those soccer people.
I know. Because they're the ones that write those messages inside the fortune cookies.
Yeah, it's really coming together now.
It is. See, it's the deep state.
Yeah. The people who say beefy weefs.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Those people are blameless. I actually think they're right.
It's Tom Brady's fault. Tom Brady's the deep state.
Tell you guys about Mark Cantor, attorney at law. He was on with me last week. And hopefully just him being on and being himself and, get you an idea of who the guy is, kind of the cut of his jib. And he really is kind of out of central casting, like if you're casting a movie and you wanted a trial attorney, tall and handsome, gray around the temples, wear an expensive suit, that's Mark. He has all the respect of the plaintiff's bar, all the respect of the defense bar, which I used to be a part of. The insurance companies know him and fear him. He was named to the Lawyers Weekly top 10 power list for the second time in his career. Most people never get in the top 1,000. He's been in the top 10 twice. He's excellent at valuing a case. Be careful, though. Like if you're injured on a Monday and you call someone on a Tuesday and they tell you what your case is worth, it may take a minute to do that. A lot of people say that to get you excited, to get you to sign a contract, and then you have trouble getting out of it. That's not the way Mark Cantor works. But call him quickly, because I know from experience that if you do slip and fall at a grocery store, they are calling their attorneys immediately, and they're already working it up. 314-628-9999, CantorInjuryLaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The Second World War is the largest event in human history.
A 20-part series with Tom Hanks.
No part of the globe was untouched. No life unchanged.
Experience the ultimate account of World War II.
Every single person had a story. These are the stories that make us who we are.
Listen to World War II with Tom Hanks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEBNOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Baseball fans, we are post All-Star break, and that means the season is really about to start heating up, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is the home of home runs. So are you ready to play your game? Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started. FanDuel.com/Missouri to opt in for daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer today. Play ball, swing for the fences on FanDuel, an official partner of MLB. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
SNL Coin. We buy gold and silver coins, silver and gold jewelry. Also buying gold-filled and silver plates. Before you sell, call SNL. 314-544-3600. 314-544-3600. SNL Coin.
100 years of service and still at your service. KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Dave Murray is next, and Matt Pauley is going to join us at 4 p.m. No Sweet 16 today. Skip couldn't be here, but we have a couple good topics lined up. Andrew and I spent, for real, an hour separately trying to think of a good one.
I was going to say like 2.5, 3 hours separately. It took...
It's 25 years now.
Yeah. It is really hard to come up with good ones that we haven't done before.
Yeah, if you lazy uppers out there, if you ever have one, just send them to us. We'll use them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Drop them in the chat.
They're
bad.
Drop them in the chat, and then I'll tell you why they're bad.
Yeah, then we'll make fun of you.
And then he'll block you.
Yeah, bad ones get a ban. Yeah, I like that.
See, it's risky.
Yeah.
You could win.
Good ones.
You could win no prize but praise, and then you could get banned.
Good ones get you not even praise. I'm going to take it as my own idea. I'm going to ban you anyway and take it as my own idea. So good ones get you banned, and bad ones get you banned.
I don't know what this looks like, so don't ask me details like Rachel always does. Talking bad about her because she's not here today, and that's when we talk bad about people. They are cutting back on recess, kind of across the board in schools for elementary students, and a lot of parents are pushing back. They're using it more for free time and learning, inside, as opposed to grab-assing out on the field the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
If all that worked just fine for our generation, why is it not working anymore?
Evidently, we're falling behind the Chinese. So.
Yeah, but if we're falling behind, it's not because of recess. We had recess and we were keeping up just fine. It's because of the way things have changed. And I mean, we talked about this. I think I brought this up a few weeks ago. The research is now showing that we have too many screens, and the screens are part of the problem. We don't learn as well off of screens as we do just like text and books and talking and learning and things like that.
Yeah, I saw that we spent something like $30 billion, which doesn't even sound like a lot of money anymore, right? I mean, honestly, when people say that, you're like, oh, let's buy it. But they spent like $30 billion switching the educational system over from books to pads. And like you said, evidently we're now reading at lower levels.
And it's not just like when I say screens, I don't just mean phones and iPads. We're talking even computers, laptops, desktops, that we learn differently in these different formats. And this is not me saying that. You guys can Google it. There's all kinds of, what would you call it, research data on like how we're learning and what we learn best from. And we don't do enough. And I'm not blaming teachers, anything like that. We all thought we were doing the right thing. It turns out maybe it wasn't. For kids. I mean, like the older you get, you're going to need those things because you need to function on those things in the adult world. Mm-hmm. But it's like we are not. It's not because of recess, right? Recess was always around, and kids need to get their energy out. You ever been around kids that are wired? Been sitting around in a room too much?
Every day.
Good, good point. You win.
When Cardinals fans want to talk baseball, they turn to the Gas House Gang. Tom Ackerman, Chris Ranji, Mike Claiborne, and Bernie Miklasz bring insights, analysis, and opinions that fuel the conversation. And every Tuesday, Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol pulls back the curtain on his decisions and his team's performance. The Gas House Gang is the sports show sports fans can't miss. Hear it weekdays at noon on your home for the Cardinals. 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Your health story is shaped by more than genetics. Everyday choices like nutrition, physical activity, sleep, tobacco use, and routine screenings all play a role in your future health. Seidman Cancer Center's Your Disease Risk helps you understand how family history and lifestyle work together, offering personalized insights to support healthier decisions. Knowing your risks today can help protect your tomorrow. Visit seidman.washu.edu/YDR.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck taxed, your property taxed, everything you buy taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, if you're heading out the door this afternoon, heading home on westbound Highway 70, it's looking pretty good. There's just a little bit of a slowdown from T.R. Hughes past Highway K, and then you're good to go after that until you get out into the, well, it's actually eastbound 70, but the only jam on 70 right now is eastbound approaching 47 into the Wright City Rest area. It's bumper to bumper through there, not impacting westbound. Westbound 64 Hampton out through McCausland is slow, and it's backed up at Lake St. Louis Boulevard out to 70. South 270 from 64 most of the way down to Manchester, 44 most of the way down to Gravois slow. Southbound 55 south of M down to Z got delays. Southbound 67 have an injury crash at the south end of St. Francis State Park near Cash Lane. Lane blockage and a little bit of a backup there. Northbound 141 at Schneider, they have an injury crash, a lane block there. Roadwork delays on the Illinois side. Eastbound 64 midway up the hill from 157 to 159. Westbound's a little heavy at 158, and westbound 5570's on the brakes 255 most of the way into 111. Southbound Route 3 at Monsanto looks like a train crossing is jammed back to the Poplar Street Bridge. I'm Roger Brand in the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You know, here in St. Louis, word of mouth still matters, and I'm pretty careful about who I recommend, especially when it comes to something as personal as estate planning. I'm Tom Ackerman. My family has been working with the Lederman Law Firm for over 20 years now, and the reason is simple. They don't just create documents and send you on your way. They help make sure your plan works. Because let's be honest, life changes. Family needs and circumstances change. Laws change. But most estate plans don't change over time as needs, circumstances, and laws change. They're outdated, sitting in a drawer. People assume they're fine, and their plan will work when they need it to work. At the Lederman Law Firm, it's not a one-time transaction. It's an ongoing process. They build a plan to protect your family and your assets, and then for a fixed annual fee, they help keep it up to date as both your life and assets change. Check out the Lederman Law Firm at LedermanLaw.com or give them a call at 314-514-9100. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, and military, this one's for you. Scott Credit Union's Community Heroes program offers special financing on homes, autos, and more. It's our way of saying thanks. Visit scu.org today. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 415767. Terms and conditions apply.
Your bathroom should feel less routine and more daily escape. At Michael's Baths, they can transform ordinary bathrooms into a beautiful, comfortable space for homeowners across St. Louis and surrounding areas. And now they're introducing new premium walls. If you love the look of stone without the upkeep, you're going to love this. Sleek, durable, designed to elevate your space. For a limited time, enjoy a free range shower head or upgrade with safety features like grab bars or a built-in seat. Call Michael's Baths today and schedule a free consultation. 636-775-0800.
Get inside your Redbirds in the 2026 season every Tuesday at noon. It's All Access with Cardinals manager Ollie Marmol on your voice of the Cardinals, KMOX.
All right, Dave Murray's Weather is sponsored by Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Chesterfield Fence and Deck is your premier provider of fences, decks, patios, sunrooms, and more. Call them for a free estimate today, now offering 48 months interest-free financing on your next outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck, chesterfieldfence.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX 334. Rachel is out today, and we do not miss her at all.
That's not true.
No, that's not true. We miss
It's
her very
falling apart,
much.
Dave.
Miss her very much. We'll be okay today.
Right.
But she's gone all next week.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh no, testosterone gone crazy.
Yeah, I'm appealing her vacation. So we'll see.
Appealing.
We'll see how that works out. Dave, if I handed you a carbonated drink, maybe a Coca-Cola, what would you call that drink?
Coca-Cola.
But it's generically a what?
A soda.
Okay. You wouldn't say sody.
No.
Or you wouldn't call a roast beef sandwich a beefy weefy.
Beefy weefy.
Definitely not.
Okay.
See the
Andrew, by the way, looks great without the beard.
He does
Thanks,
look good.
Dave.
You look very handsome.
I do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You look younger. You look thinner.
Hey, I'll take it.
You looked old and fat before. That's what he's trying to say.
That I already knew. That does not come as a surprise to me.
Dave, do you know that
I live in this body.
young Andrew has never shaved in his life?
I've never had
Never used a razor.
A razor. I've only used like a electric trimmers,
A buzz
electric
thing.
razor. Yeah, buzz thing. Never done the full.
That's hard to
shave.
believe.
Well, I was telling these guys. Most of the other guys in my family can't do the like big beard, so they just don't really shave that much as a rule. And then I've been straight razor shaved by a barber once, and I absolutely hated that.
How did
But I
that
always
come
see-
about?
It was I went with a friend of mine before his wedding to get like a good shave. They did the hot towel and the whole
Yeah.
thing, and I found it kind of unpleasant.
Yeah, I wouldn't find it pleasant.
No, me either.
But I always see, the stories of people that are like, oh, yeah, I cut myself shaving and I bled for an hour. I was like, oh, man, ugh, I don't want anything to do with that.
Dave, remember Steptic pencils?
Yeah, I still have one in my bathroom cabinet.
So when you would,
They work.
Yeah, they work. When you would nick yourself shaving, there's a little thing made of Steptic, I guess, and it's like the size of a lipstick, and you touch it, and it burns real bad, and then it like closes up the wound.
Yeah.
It doesn't like scar your face?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Wow. That's I've never heard of this before.
Well, that's because you don't shave.
Yeah. Don't need one of those if you're not shaving.
Yeah, I don't burn my
That's
flesh
right.
either.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's like, here, I'm going to cauterize that wound.
If you were gonna shave, would you do the whole malarkey with all the shaving cream and? See, I never use that. I soap my face, done.
I have no idea. That's the thing. I don't even know like where to start. I don't even know at what point shaving cream does shaving cream go on before or after you shave?
What?
No, before.
Come on, man.
We have our work cut out
I'm sorry,
for us.
have you not heard
Wow,
what I
did we
just
ever.
said? I've never done it.
I mean, it doesn't mean you're
Have
not
you ever seen
lived in
ads
the
on
world.
TV?
I've never done it or watched anybody do it.
Well, I want you to. Here's your homework. Go
I'm not
home
watching
tonight.
a lot of other men shave as a rule.
Tonight you do. You go home, you find some videos, I don't care what source, of men shaving, and you just watch them.
Okay.
Maybe take notes.
Cool.
Report back tomorrow.
I don't. Here's the other thing. I don't want to. I'm not like, I sure wish I could shave. Like, nah, I'm doing fine.
Are you just going to let it come back again?
Probably. That's generally what I do. Let it come back,
Yep.
and then once I decide that it's time, I'll buzz it again, and then that's how I've always done it. I've never gone. I think this is the longest I've gone without shaving it. The current beard that I had, it was
pretty big.
Yeah, it was close to a year, if not a full year.
Yeah,
that's the longest
Have
that
people
I've gone.
have people walked past you and not know who you were?
Yes, but I don't know that because they didn't address me. Because they don't know who I am.
They just said, "Sir."
I think I'm sure that has happened today in this building because on the best of days, half the people don't know anyone's name around here. But I think that they wouldn't have told me that they didn't recognize me because they didn't recognize me.
Dave, couple more days of heat, right?
Just one.
All right.
Just one.
Even better.
Just one more. There's a cool front on the way. In fact, there's some signs that it is about 150 miles to our north right now. There's some thunderstorms developing on that front, mainly in Illinois. Also some thunderstorms well to our south. But that front, I think it will probably come through midday tomorrow, but it's going to take a while for the cool air behind that front to get down. So there's a chance of a few thunderstorms around late tonight, during the day tomorrow, almost any time, but very limited. It doesn't have a lot of punch to it as far as picking up moisture and lifting it, but still hot and humid, especially humid. I think the temperature will start to drop off slowly for us as we go through the afternoon. But tomorrow night, partly cloudy, slowly turning less humid, 71, so about 10 degrees cooler tomorrow night. That's just the beginning. Wednesday, sunny, nice, less humid, going to definitely feel it. 84 degrees on Wednesday, 66 Wednesday night, 83 on Thursday, mid-80s on Friday, still in the 80s on Saturday, low 90s come back on Sunday.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
all right.
It really is what we talked about in the summer forecast, that heat, yes, we'll have some, but it's not going to lock in for us because of this northwest flow.
Pretty good.
Can live with that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got to.
Yeah, I guess we don't really have a choice.
Nope.
Yeah. Any of you guys ever tried one of those nicotine deals, like Zyn?
No.
Put it in
No,
your
I've thought
chewing
about
gum.
it. I've thought about it because I'm like, I'll be at the gas station and I'll be like, this sounds fun, and then I'm like, nah, probably.
Man,
not.
people just
It's probably not fun.
Like not just people, not just bros, but the intelligentsia out there, the people who are trying to live forever and people who are trying to, create all these things. It's like the new cocaine. They just love it.
Really?
Love it. Yes. So it makes you smarter and more attentive.
Makes you smarter.
And doesn't give
How
you
do we know
cancer.
that?
So
It doesn't give you cancer? Like oral cancer, the Zyn pouches that you put in your...
Now, I'm not a doctor, but I believe it's the carcinogens when you're smoking that actually are the cancer-causing agents.
Sure.
I don't think nicotine's good for you. Like, I wouldn't recommend,
Because, like, chewing tobacco gives you mouth cancer.
It can, yes.
That's a great point.
Right, but
And
it's not the
so-
nicotine itself doing that.
It's the tobacco that's doing it.
It's the other elements of the tobacco.
Okay. I didn't know. I'm genuinely asking. I didn't know.
I don't know.
Just a huge business out there.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest
I mean,
businesses in
it
all
doesn't.
of
It
history.
doesn't hurt that it basically what it does is like in a sense like caffeine, that it makes you feel alert, makes you feel better. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's bad for you, nothing like that. It's not a miracle drug. We've had nicotine for a long time. It's part of the reason. Not part of it's why people get addicted to cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Which are also making a big comeback. You guys seen this?
Cigarettes are. You don't say.
Cigarettes are making a huge comeback. Yeah, especially with Gen Z. There's so remember like when there was about a 10 or 15 year period where people weren't smoking in movies, and if they were, they'd be like, "Warning, someone smokes a cigarette."
Sure.
Now they're out there a lot and people using them, and kids are picking up the habit again.
Oh, I'm not sure I love that.
If it didn't make you look so damn cool.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I love it because it makes me have how awesome it makes me look. It makes me look younger, thinner,
Yeah, I just doing this while we're talking about it. This is from, let's see, it's from a cancer institute at University of Texas Anderson, I guess. Say in the headline, I just read the headline: debunking the benefits of nicotine. Scientific paper from June 24th this year.
Bunch of no funsies.
I mean, I could
No
read it all.
whimsy
Doesn't
at
matter.
all.
I guess, yeah. Well, it does say that it can help you quit tobacco, which would be the good reason to do it.
Yeah, I have someone close to me that got into the Zens, and young person and their heart was giving them trouble.
Yeah.
And went to the doctor, and their doctor and said, "Are you using these?" And they said yes. And they're like, "Yeah, you're not using them anymore."
Yeah, I mean, caffeine does that too, right? It can. I mean, if you, especially if you go too much, that's why people are always like, "Hey, pull back on that kind of thing." I mean, again, some of it's fine. I'm sure a little bit is fine, but and caffeine has. I don't know that it's qualified as addictive, but it certainly has addictive properties, right? Because you feel good when you take it. Nicotine is addictive. We know that.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
So I've never been good at math, but I was pretty good at words, and writing and comprehension and law school and the whole thing. And I swear to you, this is true. If I went back right now to 9th grade, maybe 7th, I would have to work to pass my classes. It's just gone. I've just lost it. I used to be able to spell anything. And maybe I'm just lazy, but now I'm like, I think it's a Q, but I don't know. Like, if we lived to be 150, would we just have to start over again at like 110?
As
No,
you
you
guys,
don't use it, you lose it.
yeah, as you guys know, I am a former professional speller. World champion.
Dave just disappeared.
World champion spelling bee.
That's okay.
Oh, you did disappear. Why did that happen?
About a minute ago.
I'm gonna leave you off because I don't know how to get that
Yeah,
back.
no, it's
We're
fine.
done with the stream in 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah. Totally fine.
No, as you guys know, I was a former champion speller.
Yes.
And I have lost much of the skill. There are a couple of obvious, embarrassment trying to remember, if there's 2 R's or 1 R or whatever. And it catches me up, and I think it's the atrophy from spell check and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just not having to actually
even just
remember how to spell stuff because I know my phone will do it.
I used to really pride myself on being a good writer, and now with texts and Wheels, this, young people will make fun of you if you use punctuation and proper sentence structure. So you just throw a bunch of slop out there.
I do it just to get into
Just to bug them.
Yeah.
Plus a thumbs up, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They don't like the thumbs up.
No, they don't.
The youngs, they think it's more like a middle finger. In which case, I'm going to turn it into that.
I
then.
have to remind myself when I get thumbs up from certain people that it's not a middle finger.
I gave you one today.
Like the 3 of you guys, I know, and I had to remind myself,
what is it with you guys in the baby
It just means
talk
it's
and
all
everything's
good.
an insult and a thumbs up's a middle finger?
We have only existed in a world of terrorism and war and recession, and we were never properly socialized, and we don't know how to exist. So now we can't talk on the phone, and when someone sends us a thumbs up emoji, we're like, "Oh, so that's how it is." So it's like
Andrew, that was really, really nails.
Didn't expect him to have a good answer.
It was
did you?
great.
No.
You literally, legitimately explained it. That was really well done.
We were just poorly socialized. We were turned loose into a weird world, and now we are 40 and at least 20% feral. And just trying to figure it out.
Trying to get some beefy weaves.
Trying to eat some
We
beefy
need to have a
leaves.
Sammy with some tendies and nuggies.
And remind myself that when someone sends me a thumbs up, it is actually a good thing.
Yeah, it's a
not
good
bad thing.
Now,
It's actually
look, if your
the
friend
universal sign for sounds good.
if someone your age does it, it probably is the middle finger.
Oh, if I ever send any of you a thumbs up, you better watch.
But if it
Why
comes
didn't you
from
just send
Dave-
the finger emoji?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to know I'm giving you the finger, Dave.
See, this is part of it. We
I
want
want
to
you
be
to
mean, but we
think-
don't want the
I want you to
confrontation.
think I'm being very nice and friendly, but actually what you don't know is that I'm going, oh, yeah? Well, thumbs up.
It's all about the passive aggressive.
Which is worst, Andrew? The thumbs up or an okay or just a K?
That's tough. For example, the other day you sent me a K in response to something.
Yeah, I was mad.
Were you? Okay.
Yeah.
Genuinely did not know
Yeah.
what the vibe on it was.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay. Yeah. So then it's being reinforced.
No, I'm not saying you're always wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes even something that seems not that way is that way, and you just decide not to let them know it.
What? I'm sorry, I was still thinking about the K. I was trying to remember what it was that he was mad about.
We, the olds, have more subterfuge to us.
Yeah, we got a little more nuance to this game. We're,
we hide our beefy weaves.
well, no, we just don't say those words.
It's kind of growing on me.
It's good.
Jeez,
it feels good to say.
Thank you, Dave.
All righty.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, good news. They cleared that crash on eastbound Highway 70. This traffic reports the service of Ricken Financial. That was eastbound 70 right around the Wright City Rest area. It's cleared. There's a couple of slow spots east of 47 into the Wright City Rest area and then right around Wright City itself, but it's thinning out pretty quickly. Westbound Highway 70, just some slow stuff past 61. Westbound 64, we got a crash at the Tam overpass. Lane blockage is jammed approaching Kings Highway, and it's backed up at Lake St. Louis Boulevard out to 70 in St. Charles County. South C70, just kind of off the pace passing Olive. Southbound 55, some slow stuff between Butler Hill and Merrimack Bottom, approaching Highway Z. Southbound 61, still have a jam along the road past St. Francis State Park. There's an injury crash with lane blockage at Cash Lane. Northbound 141 at Schneider, wrapping up an earlier injury crash. If you're on eastbound 64, you have delays east of 157 to 159. Westbound 5570 backs up from 255 most of the way to 111, and crash near Exchange.